Hell yeah! You're watching The Dusty Show. Let's do it!
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your woo! Hey, happy Father's Day, everybody. How you doing out there? Miss you guys. Fuck yeah. Holy God, we got a special Sunday show for you guys, and it's fucking packed. Don't play this song yet. That's a great song, though. Fuck around and find out. And you know who did fuck around and find out? Donald Trump. But we're going to get there. A glorious, glorious weekend. I had to come on. A show so big, it could not wait another day, folks. I was like, nah. So here's what happened. I missed Friday's show. Let me tell you guys why. Wasn't my fault. This time I made it. So after I did the last show, Wednesday, I started doing this thing. I was like, hey, I'm going to try to make a bunch of short clips for my videos, right? I'm going to put a bunch of short clips out. And so what shorts are is they have to be 1 minute long, and they have to be in vertical format, like they're shot on your phone. And I was like, so I'm going to do it. And I put out 9 short videos from Wednesday's show. Here they are. People who still defend Michael Jackson are wild. Full House star Candace Cameron is now a crazy religious moonbat. Mega pastor has way too much money. Why Trump is suddenly renaming military bases after brutal slave owners. Why Trump is suddenly having military rallies. This is how right-wingers lie to you to say you fascists. Maybe I did 9 of them. So here's the thing. People are telling me, hey, did you know that you can make it to where it doesn't broadcast these videos to the people who are subscribed to you? And if you're doing shorts, you're supposed to do that. It's like a marketing strategy where it basically doesn't send it out to your subscribers. It just sends it out to anybody who watches shorts. And I guess the algorithm likes that more. So I turned it off. So if you guys are looking for these shorts, you got to go specifically look for them on my channel under shorts, or there's a whole playlist for my shorts. That's where they'll be. But you're not going to see them normally in your news feeds. And I tried it out, and it got like more views on the shorts than the entire show got. Got about 1,000 per short, which is pretty good. But I mean, view count is not the most important statistic there is. The watched hours is actually the most important. And so, of course, 1 minute videos compared to a 2-hour podcast, the watched hours are way lower. So not really an important statistic, but pretty interesting. So we'll see. We'll see if it actually boosts the numbers up. So I was looking forward to doing the show Friday to see if it has any effect on it whatsoever. So I'm working on the show Friday morning about 10 o'clock. And I'm all excited about the show. I'm roaring and ready to go. And then suddenly, boom! It sounded like a fucking bomb went off there, y'all. It was a storm blew fucking through, and then lightning, I guess, hit right outside here, hit with a telephone post. And instantly my lights went out. And I was like, God damn it, the fucking lights went out. But maybe I'll still be able to do the show, because usually when the lights go out, they're fucking on it, right? We have a modern power grid, and as soon as the electric grid goes out in any like neighborhood, it automatically notifies the light people, and they send a little text to their workers. Here it is. Go to this place and fix it immediately. So they're pretty much on it. So I was like, fine, we'll wait. I'll take a little nap. Maybe I'll have time to do the show when it comes back on. So my happy ass goes to sleep. I sleep till about 4 p.m., and then I look at my phone and it says, hey, power has been restored around here. Only it ain't fucking been restored around here. It lied. It lied. So I walked around, went to Melvin's house. Fucking Melvin's power was on. Melvin power was on. Went to my neighbor George's house. George's power was off. My power was off. So I was like, fuck. Got on there. I was like, hey, my power's still off. You guys fucked up. So waited. 10 o'clock Friday night. Boom. Power finally came on. I was like, fuck yeah. Missed the show, but hey, maybe I can do one Saturday. Know what happened? My internet wasn't working. No internet. I was like, what? Been waiting all goddamn day for fucking power, and now my internet ain't working. It sucks shit. So I got on my phone, and I went to Sparklight, who does my internet. Sparklightalogist, and it's like, yeah, it's out all in your fucking area, dude. It's out. We're on it. So I was like, all right, fine. I'll just go to sleep. Wake up tomorrow. They'll probably be on Saturday. Woke up Saturday. About 1 o'clock afternoon, check my phone, boom, it said, we fixed the internet in your area. And I was like, hell yeah. Turn around, look at my modem, ain't no fucking internet at my house. And I was like, what the fuck? Why? Nobody fixing my shit. Everybody fixing everybody else's shit. What's wrong with my shit? So then I had to like go to Sparklight and no, actually what I did was I didn't go to Sparklight. I had to do a series of tech support for myself and figure out what the fuck was going on. And what I finally figured out was the lightning had destroyed my cable modem, though every light on my cable modem still worked as though it was functional. Yeah, it just fucked me over. It was very difficult to figure out, but me and ChatGPT figured that shit out. So it was too late to do anything about it. It was like midnight when I figured this shit out. Walmart closes at 11. So I was like, tomorrow it opens at 6 a.m. Take my happy ass over there and buy myself a new goddamn modem and see if that fixed the problem. Went over to Walmart. $200! Fucking terrorist! $200! I swear to goddamn God. Motherfucker was only $100 last time I had to buy a new modem. Anyway, got me a new Era surfboard modem. Came home and installed it. And boom, it fucking worked, y'all. So I'm back. Hell yeah. And I was like, got to do this goddamn show on Sunday. Too much to fucking cover. Got to cover the shit we didn't cover on fucking Friday. And then, holy God, so much happened this weekend. Just one of those weekends. So, hey, looking forward to hanging out with you guys and covering all this shit. And thank you for joining me. As always, Super Chats are open. You know what that is, folks? It's the lifeblood of the show. I will literally die. At least the show will with other Super Chats. Let me show you. Boom, over here. There's a dollar sign behind me. It's probably not behind me on your screen, but whatever. Click it. And then boom, and then click the Super Chats, and then scroll this to whatever you want to donate. And then I read your words in my super cool, real podcaster voice. And the more you donate, the more serious I take you, because I am a whore for your money. So do it to it. All right, let's go kick the show off, folks. We got to kick it off because so much to cover. Possibly double overtime tonight. No promises. We'll see. And also an after party after that. So I'm going to lose my voice. I'm going to be super goddamn tired. But it's all good. So as always, we're going to kick the show off. And we're going to see how AI did animating our thumbnail. Give the AI one shot. Are you going to handle it or are you going to let it slip? Yo. All right, let's see how AI did tonight on the thumbnail. Here it is. All right, AI. Do your thing. Go. All right, I like it. Not too bad, AI. Not too. I'll give you a B+ tonight, AI. You're getting better. Stick with it, AI. I think you might have a future. Hell yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and kick you off, folks. Just when you think America can't get more embarrassed, life finds a way. We have a fetish, folks, a humiliation fetish, and it never fucking ends. First off, let's remind ourselves why Trump wanted a big birthday party, military parade. He wants to be a tin-pot dictator like all the dictator he's worshipped over the years, folks. Here's why. Remember this clip?
We're close to seeing Mr. Kim here at the White House.
So he's asking him, hey, you think we might invite Kim Jong-un, brutal dictator and murderer, to the White House?
We're close to seeing Mr. Kim here at the White House.
Could happen. I mean,
They talked about that yesterday.
I think it's something that could happen.
Could happen.
Hey, he's the head of a country, and I mean, he is the strong head.
He's a strong head of a
Don't let
country.
anyone think anything different.
Yeah.
He speaks and his people sit up at attention. I want my people to do the same.
Yeah, I want my people to do the same. They're terrified of him on account of all the murders. On the account of he feeds his people to dogs and shit. Yeah, that's what he wants, folks. So that's the whole point. He wants his Stalin moment, his Hitler moment, his Kim Jong-un moment, his Putin moment, where he's out there in front of a highly oiled, well-tooled military to make him look fucking good, to make him look like he's this big military leader, thinking that history going to show these clips and he's going to look brave and strong and presidential. Didn't work out for him, folks, but this is what he wants. He wants to be a new Kim Jong-un. He wants all these motherfuckers, wherever he goes, worshiping his asshole. Look how terrified these people are, trying to outdo each other, to clap harder. Oh my God, we better show the God man, our fearless leader, how much we love him. Let's outdo each other. I'll suck his ball more than you. I'll suck his balls more than you. I'll do anything for you, glorious leader. Just don't kill me and my entire family. This is what it's all about, folks. This is what he wants. This is a bully's idea of masculinity. Now, there's nothing masculine about Kim Jong-un, just like there's nothing masculine about Donald Trump. This is not masculinity. It's immaturity. These are children. It's a child's idea of what being manly is like. But fear is not what you want. You want respect, right? Anybody can get fear. You just kill people, intimidate them, bully them. And Gavin Newsom had thoughts about the parade, and I don't like Gavin Newsom very much, but he's dead on here.
Do it peacefully. It's a vulgar display. It's the kind of thing you see Kim Jong-un, you see it Putin, you see it with dictators around the world that are weak and just want to demonstrate strength. Weakness masquerading as strength.
Yeah, exactly.
To fet the dear leader on his birthday. What an embarrassment. Honestly, that's about as small as it gets.
Yep, it is.
How weak do you have to be?
Small dictator energy.
To commandeer the military to fet you on your birthday in a vulgar display of weakness. That's Donald Trump.
Yeah, military, though, look like they're having a good time, folks. Donald Trump trying to suck up to the military because he's going to need the military to turn against the American people, because we are going to rise up against him. No kings, man. Did you guys see that? We're going to get there. Actually, this is kind of an uplifting show tonight. As always, a bunch of horrible shit happening, but man, I've actually regained some of my faith in America. Just a little bit, folks, just a little bit. Maybe we're headed towards the right direction. Maybe America's waking up. We'll see. I'm not going to get my hopes up too much, though. I'm only going to get disappointed. But some people, folks, some people were psyched about the military parade, like some of the people in the military themselves who are getting bonuses and shit for this.
So I am standing right now where the President of the United States is going to be standing this Saturday for the Army's 250th birthday.
Who gives a shit?
Behind me is going to be the parade, but right there is the White House. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. We're going to have Bradley tanks, strikers, M1
Who gives a shit?
We're going to have flyovers of F-22s.
Oh, flyovers!
The might of America. We're going to have 250 soldiers re-enlisting right here.
Oh, God.
Secretary of Defense, Vice President of the United States, President of the United States,
oh, my God.
as the Golden Knights descend from the skies with the flag at sunset to hand the President of the United States a flag after soldiers re-enlist. This is going to be amazing. We have Warren Ziders, who's going to be doing a musical performance starting at 6:30 p.m.
Oh, my God.
right here. So, tune in, because this is an amazing opportunity. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see and celebrate American soldiers and their service. We're going to have people dressed in the appropriate apparel from conflicts.
Oh, yeah, cosplay, super cool. Anyway, as I've said before, you guys don't hate the military enough. I'll go on the record once again. Fuck the troops. Mostly these people suck shit. They're so goofy. This was all so boring. Like, even if he would have pulled this off without a fucking hitch, it would have still been stupid. It would have still been a waste of taxpayer money. And it still would have been boring as shit. But of course, it was Trump, so it was a giant fucking embarrassment. Before we get there, you know who was good with it? You know who was out using their platform to shield for it? Ogre-ass stroker ace John Fetterman. Retweeted by Donald Trump, because of course he is. Of course, the traitor John Fetterman retweeted. He's Republican now, folks. I suspect he's going to run Republican next time he runs. He says, this parade is comprised of our sons, daughters, mothers, and fathers, the very best of us. They're not, actually. I've met a bunch of military people, and the vast majority of them aren't the best of us. They were just losers who had nothing better to do with their lives, so they had to join the fucking military. Most of them are like psychopaths who just want to kill somebody or hurt somebody, or they're brainwashed into this bullshit patriotism and jingoism, and they'll just murder people because their leaders told them to do so. You know, that doesn't make you a good person. That doesn't make you the best of us. That makes you a brain-dead lemming and dangerous. Psycho. Anyway, regardless of your politics, fuck your politics. It's appropriate to celebrate the 250 years of sacrifice, dedication, and service. No, it's not appropriate in this time of incredible wealth inequality. This time where we don't have money for cancer research and school lunches and homeless vets to spend $45 million on a birthday party for an orange dictator. You goddamn sellout. Holy shit, won't you fucking die already? God damn it. Go towards the light, Fetterman, please. And this ain't about the parade, but since we're on John Fetterman, this is a little therapeutic. Here he is in his own state, getting booed at the very mention of his name.
This is not a rally for one party. We've got Democrats who think we should roll over and play dead. Anyone seen John Fetterman here today?
Boo! Boo this man!
We're not looking to politicians to save us because we have been disappointed before we are looking to each other.
They'll sell you out in a goddamn heartbeat, don't give a fuck about you, and don't seem like they believe your vote counts. Take that for what it's worth. But, yeah, folks, the attendance was lackadaisical, to say the least. People pointing out just how few people showed up. And it's crazy because, like, twice a year we have parades here, folks. I don't know why this is not loading. We have parades here. First off, we have a Christmas parade here in this small-ass town. There's like 30,000 people in this fucking town. There are more people at our parade here in this small-ass Mississippi town than there were at Donald Trump's fucking parade. Just about. They say there was 30 to 50,000 people. They probably get 15,000 here. And then they do a parade for Martin Luther King Jr. Day because the community I live in is like 90% black. And talk about the energy compared to this boring crickets bullshit they put on for our military. Man, people get hyped. On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, they had the marching bands out there, everybody dancing around, honking their horns, revving their fucking engines. It gets crunk out here in Dusty neighborhood. It's fun as shit, but yeah, way better than this military fucking bullshit. First off, people notice, hey, crowds are a bit sparse there, Trump. Look at this shit. Look at all the empty seats. $45 million. Endless money to waste. Because we are the biggest suckers and goddamn losers in the fucking world. Just feed stock to be fed off of and then killed. And yeah, here he won the election. Where are the millions of voters if he really fucking won? Now, I'm not conspiratorial. A lot of people these days in lawsuits being filed suggesting that Trump stole the election, y'all. Not saying he did. Not saying he didn't. Interesting stuff. Anyway.
You guys, it's so fucking dead.
It's dead.
You see this?
I do see it.
You see these streets?
I do see the streets.
It's 2 hours before his white trash
Not
parade.
surprised.
Where are all his white trash supporters?
It's a good question.
I don't see anybody anywhere.
I don't see
it's
shit.
Fucking empty.
Where you at?
I mean, if he won the election, shouldn't he have all his supporters?
You think so?
Oh, here's one white trash guy.
Get it.
Here's a white trash loser.
Loser.
Woo-hoo. You voted for a convicted felon and a rapist, you fucking loser.
I love her. Get his ass!
White trash MAGA.
White trash MAGA.
Look at it, it's empty. There's nobody here.
Hey, shit.
Nobody likes this fucking man.
Nobody likes him.
It's 2 hours before his white trash parade. Where is everybody? Where are they? Where are they?
Where's Waldo?
I don't see the members. Where is all his MAGA?
Well, yeah, MAGA didn't show up.
I don't see them anywhere.
I guess
it's
they
empty.
couldn't be bothered. I guess they're too ashamed to show their fucking face. These armchair warriors too busy doing it online. And folks, this is my favorite part of the whole goddamn parade. Look at this motherfucker. Look, I got a drone, everybody. I got a drone. They're like, who wants to carry the drone in the parade? He's like, who wants to fly the drone? I'll do it, I do it. And like, no, who wants to carry the drone? He's like, what's that now? You got to just carry it in your hand and do this and be like, woo, look, we're the military. We use drones. It'll be so fucking cool. Only it's the least cool thing ever. Remember, folks, they told you. Trans people in the military, DEI is making all the other countries think our military is weak as fuck. No. This is what's making other countries think our military is weak as fuck. I used to think we had the greatest military on earth. Even now, I'm starting to question it. Crazy how feckless they look, folks. Look at this shit. Look how pitiful this was. Just boomer central. They ain't even trying, folks. Just slow walking like zombies. And they're all way spaced out, and there's nobody watching this shit. There's more camera crews and reporters out there. There are actually fucking people watching this shit. Just yet another national embarrassment. $45 million. And yeah, our American troops certainly cannot march.
Do you guys see how these guys are walking?
I do see.
They're not even in unison.
Terrible.
That's not a march.
Not a march.
They're just like walking.
It's a stepping.
Everybody's doing their own thing.
That's just embarrassing.
Oh, lordy lord.
Like our hearts aren't even in it. Yeah. Hey, we deserve it, though. Whatever trouble's coming our way is well earned. And then, of course, As always, Twitter behaving incredibly fucking tonight. Why would you behave as you're supposed to, Twitter? Just let me click the retry button. Look, we already have a long enough show. Let me just sit here all night. There we go. And it's cosplay, folks. Here's the embarrassing goddamn parade they put on. Look how much distance they have between everybody. Everything was so spaced out. This parade is about a 20-minute parade worth of people, and they made it last 2 hours long. Look at this janky ass shit. Oh my God, what is happening? This is bad, and you should all feel bad about it. I hope you was sweating out there in those stupid fucking wigs. Goofy ass shit. Nerds. Good lordy, y'all. And as always, nobody out there. Nobody fucking watching it. Just nuts. Oh, man. But this is what Donald Trump wishes he had, folks. This is what he had in mind. This is what a real military parade looks like. Other countries, they seem to be able to pull this off. Here's China. China knows how to parade, y'all. Well-oiled precision. Look at that. They all goose-stepping together. They all color-coordinated. They all in the shape. Oh, and here's our bullshit. Welcome to Jackass. Yeah, just goddamn it. Drone, baby. All in front of the orange goofy leader, in front of his 10 inches of bulletproof glass, because that's tough as shit. Ain't never seen nothing fucking tougher than Donald Trump behind his bulletproof glass. And so embarrassing. You want to know why other countries no longer respect our military? This is not fake, folks. This is a real clip. This is the real audio from this clip. A completely dead crowd, and all you hear is the squeaky goddamn tank rolling down Washington. Yay! Deadness! Everybody's dead. Barely anybody there for that bullshit. I guess they got to whip those tanks out somehow every once in a while. And in years to come, people will say this was the moment the illusion of U.S. hegemony ended. The most embarrassing parade ever witnessed. And this is what boomers think are cool, folks. They're like, I know, we'll have tanks and military vehicles, and we'll play Guns N' Roses and a bunch of metal music, rock music from the 80s. It'll be so radical, dude. Nobody better lay a finger on my butterfinger. It's like, what goddamn century is this? You guys are about 50 years too fucking late. This shit wasn't even cool when I was a kid. Anyway, massively embarrassing. Just good God, won't the olds die already? Enough of this, olds. And yeah, even the people watching it knew it was fucking boring, folks. Here's Secretary of State Marco Rubio, just yawning his ass off. Yeah, trying to hide it. We see you, Marco. It's boring. I know. Why are you doing it? We all know this is dull shit. Who wants to watch a bunch of goofballs in uniform walk around for 2 fucking hours? Guys, get some fucking anyway, global image as a superhero just sank to their crotch. So here's his chance, folks. Here's his chance to get his historical shot, standing in front of the military, saluting. But you don't look tough, Trump, because you're behind 10 inches of fucking bulletproof glass, okay? You know one thing? Yeah, they're showing what he wished he looked like, what he wished the military parade looked like. But this is China, dude. This is what China looks like when they're doing it. I'm not a boomer. I am a Generation X. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, and here's our We're America. We're so embarrassing. We can't do anything right. We paid $45 million for this goofy shit. Oh my. And yeah, he was falling asleep during it, folks. But yes, in the historical video, we saw like Hitler and Stalin and Kim Jong-un in their military parades. They weren't hiding behind a bunch of fucking bulletproof glass, dude. But you got to, because everybody's trying to goddamn kill you. And you're scared as shit. So yes, weakness trying to pretend it's strength. That describes Donald Trump perfectly. And yeah, here's his face, y'all. And I'm just saying, doesn't look like he was that pleased with the outcome and the result of this fucking military parade he put on. As always, a giant goddamn embarrassment, even to him. And I agree with this one. Has that dude had his little birthday boy tank man parade yet? It's hard to tell because the only thing the news is showing right now is how much people around the country hate him. And yep, we're going to get there. The No King protests got a shit ton more people protesting Donald Trump than showing up to worship him. And then the entire world was mocking us, folks. Everybody making fun of America because why wouldn't they? In our moment of weakness and embarrassment, they're just kicking us while we're down. They're just showing, hey, even Pokemon are better at marching than the U.S. military, folks. Look at this shit. Look at the precision. Look at the choreography. Fucking Pokemon care more about their jobs than the military does. This is where we're at right now. This is what happens when you put fools, when you put yes men, people who are qualified in charge of the military. They lose out to fucking Pikachu. Lots of videos all over the internet to make fun. Hey, this is the PLA, the People's Liberation Army. The women of the PLA in China, even the women in China, y'all, way better than any of the dudes in the military. This is dedication. This is work. This is concentration. This is synchronicity. This is how you fucking do it. Put on a awesome parade, y'all. This is what Trump was hoping he was getting, y'all. But this is what happens when you order your parade from Temu. You order your parade from Wish.com. Not exactly the same, but of course we're Americans. We're lazy as shit. We can't be expected to choreograph a good parade for the glorious leader. And yeah, Chinese versus U.S. parade, folks. And look, China, man. China gets good parade. You got to give it to them. They give a good parade. Look at this shit. Holy good Lord, y'all. Almost like they live in some kind of authoritarian regime that's too afraid not to do this shit constantly. I guess they got a lot of time. They got a lot of money. They got to put it somewhere. Let's just teach you guys how to march around like robots. And damn it, they are good robots. You got to give them that. That's some fine robot you're doing there in China. And there are shit janky ass and embarrassing as fuck. America, what happened to you? What happened? And more, yeah, Donald thought he was going to get this. Look at this shit. Look how good they are parading. They just parade like mother. Oh my God. They all color coordinated. It's Kim Jong-un though. Kim Jong-un knows how to parade, y'all. Donald Trump need to learn some lessons from Kim Jong-un. The way you do this is you just got to feed certain people to dogs and shit and then have everybody terrified you're going to murder them and then they'll goose step for you, Donald Trump. Don't give him any ideas though, Kim Jong. I know he does love you. And just when you think America can't be humiliated anymore, folks, just when you think the embarrassment can't grow, this is real, folks. I'm not making this up. Here's the United States military marching. Folks, the United States military and the parade, sponsored by Coinbase.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Coinbase.
Yay, America! Woo! Our military sponsored by Coinbase. Buy your shit coins. Buy your Trump coins. Hell yeah. Hey, I'm not surprised to see it. They've commercialized everything else. They selling fucking tickets to his birthday party. He's selling Bibles. Why not have sponsorships for the U.S. military parade? It just makes sense in America. And yeah, Coinbase sponsored them. Walmart sponsored them, folks. UFC sponsor them. So super cool, America. It's like NASCAR, our military, completely sold out to capitalism. I guess it always was. But don't worry, hey, you guys better know the facts. And the facts is, it was a giant goddamn success. Stephen Chung, who looks like a cone head, it looks uglier than a cone head. Somehow his head is even more cone shape and he's shorter and rounder. Anyway, amazing. Despite the threat of rain. Hey, that's my excuse. That's why more people didn't show up, because of the rain. Over 250,000 patriots showed up. It was like 30 to 50,000. To celebrate the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Army. God bless the USA. Yep, don't make me laugh. But it's 1984, folks. Who you going to believe? Them or your own eyes? But a lot of people, though, trying to sell this shit, and not all of them seem to be completely sober. Over on Fox News, they brought on Rebecca Koffler to defend this ridiculous waste of money, $45 million on this ego fest for Donald Trump. Let's see if you guys can make any sense out of this drunk, rambling nonsense on Fox News.
With us now is former Defense Intel Agency officer Rebecca Koffler. Rebecca, what are your thoughts tonight on the incredible symbolism and the messaging that we saw here tonight from the Commander-in-Chief on the Army's...
Wait a minute. I got to fucking get rid of myself so you guys can see what this woman's fucking face looks like. Holy good God. She looks like she is 3 sheets to the fucking wind, and she is.
Tonight on the incredible symbolism and the messaging that we saw here tonight from the Commander-in-Chief on the Army's 250th birthday.
I am so excited, Emily and Lucas Tomlinson. Everybody, like, this is incredible. Finally, the United States is back. I want to really thank all of our Army.
Bitch, you drunk! Maybe lay off the wine. We're going on Fox News. What the shit is this? But anyway, over on Fox News, folks, they was really trying to sell it. Obviously, this was a giant fucking embarrassment. Obviously, a humiliation yet again to America. But according to Fox News, this is the most important moment in history, y'all. And God love him. You got to almost admire his attempt to put lipstick on this pig.
There is no doubt in my mind that this will go down in history as the moment that lit a match in this country. The feeling in this crowd is the text messages that I'm receiving from all my loved ones from all across the country, friends saying that they want to serve, that they love their country. You saw the many faces of the people that were singing that serve in our country, all different shades, hair textures, everything, because there is one thing that unites us all.
All different shades and hair textures. That's a weird way of saying black. Wasn't just white folks either. It was all the blacks too. Those nappy-headed blacks. You know that's where he was going. I'm just saying, I'm not being racist. You know that's the reason he brought up hair textures. Why else you bring up hair textures? Okay? That's weird. That's a weird thing to say. Is it me? It's not me, right? It's him? Okay, let's back it up a little bit and listen to his hair textures comment again.
Saw the many faces of the people that were singing that serve in our country, all different shades, hair textures, everything, because there is one thing that unites us all, and that is that flag. It's the red, white, and blue. I'm just excited. I'm excited for what's to come for our country. You're gonna see it in the recruitment numbers go up tenfold. You can bank on it.
No, you can't bank on it. That's absolutely not going to happen. People signing up the military is at a record fucking low.
And this was a historic night, Lawrence, a historic celebration of the 250 years of our United States Army, older than our country itself. And to your point, the feeling here was electric. The finale of the fireworks, it was incredible.
We've never seen fireworks before. Oh my God. I can't even describe what fireworks are like. Was it like explosions in the sky and sparklers and shit? Yeah, I've seen it. We've all seen it. We've all lived in America our whole fucking lives. What are you talking about?
To describe too, like the charged feeling in the air.
Can't describe it. I can't describe fireworks. You just had to be there. You're never gonna believe what happened, y'all. And yeah, hair textures is funny. I agree with you there. I mean, and then let's check out some of the signs, folks, at Trump's military parade. I like this one best. Follow your leader and do it. I mean, the one good thing you can say about Hitler is that he killed Hitler, right? Yeah. So follow your leader, maggots. You want to be fascist so bad, do it to it. And then, folks, we're going to get into the protest. So this is heartening. A very small amount of people showed up to Trump's goofy parade, but 11 million people reportedly across the country showed up to the No Kings protest. Because this is a fucking America, baby. We don't have dictators. We don't have kings. We're a democracy. And man, I was losing faith in this fucking goddamn country. But no kings! And yep, they did it, folks. And holy shit. This will lift your spirits up. Downtown Los Angeles. Look at the crowds, folks. Sparse at the parade. But major numbers all across the country fighting for this fucking country. New York City, folks. Shit ton of people. American flags, patriots. Showing up to use their First Amendment right of protest to stand up against this autocracy. And this is Philadelphia, folks. Yep, look at all the people in Philadelphia. They trying to gaslight you. Spitfire says, I think it's fair to say that No Kings was a massive flop. People have Democrat fatigue. Yeah, that's cope. We live in a post-truth society, though, folks. We're about to go more into that in a minute, though. They know they're lying, but they don't care because they have total information control, and they can just tell the lie, and they can have more people see the lie than see the truth. And it doesn't actually matter what the truth is. If more people see the lie than the truth, they believe the lie. Here's a protest shot drone footage. This is in St. Paul, Minnesota, folks. Look at that fucking crowd all over the country. Insane turnout here in Illinois, too. Look at them, folks. In the heart of the country, Midwest. No Kings protest here in Red State, Idaho. Even they had a giant fucking turnout. Battle against our dictator wannabe. Gunther Eagleman, who is a right-wing dickhead influencer. LOL, the No Kings protest that turned out to be a complete flop. Yeah, here's San Diego. Super flop. But it's always the opposite of reality for conservatives, folks. They just lie to you because they feel morally obligated to lie to you. They feel that God wants them to lie to you. They feel that the ends justify the means. So if they have to lie to you to get their way and take and maintain power, then that is the greater good. And had some super cool heroes out there protesting. This guy fought fascism in 1945 at 102. I'm doing it again. And you go, fucking king. That's the energy I need. What a hero. And you know who else was out there? CM Punk! Way to go, CM Punk! I don't watch wrestling anymore, but CM Punk seems like a pretty base dude. If you guys are into that, knock the fuck out. And Jack Black just casually walking down the street. Hell yeah, some hero shit. Got his headphones on. Trying to ignore everybody. And they're like, hey, can you high-five my kids? And he's like, shh, give it a perfect Jack Black impersonation, no notes. And thank you, Jack Black. Meanwhile, let's look at some of the best signs that were at the No Kings rally, folks. I like some of these. You sucked at Home Alone, too. He did suck. Worst part of that fucking movie. Nobody is eating the dogs. Nobody ever was. Thank you for telling the truth there, Pooch. If Kamala were president, we'd be at brunch right now. I mean, we'd probably still be genociding the Palestinian people, so fuck Kamala also, but better. What would Dolly do? Not this fucking mess. Dolly would just fix everything immediately. It would be a utopia instantly. That's why she would never get elected. Girl, hold my earring. I will. I'll hold your big, beautiful earring, Lady Liberty. Born to be a lover girl, forced to protest literal Nazis. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm with you, girl. I'm a lover and a fighter. Cholesterol, do your job. Hurry up. Come on. McDonald's, you had one job. The F. What else we got? We shall overcome. I like that one. Fucking goose with comb overs. Shut up. What else we got? No king anytime. Hell yeah. Tape. Made a perfect sign. Pretty cool. What else? The Lion King. I'm not going to see that one. I hope he dies in the movie. This president is the nastiest skank bitch I've ever met. You met him? I do not trust him. He's a fugly slut. I mean, he is a fugly slut. To be honest with you, that's dead on. You don't have to meet him to know that he is a fugly slut. I could shit a better president. Well, yeah, but it's a low bar, dog. Okay, but you know, you could definitely. If I wanted to see regular people get fucked this hard, I'd watch OnlyFans. Save your money. Porn is free. Don't you guys know porn is free on the internet? Why does anybody pay these people OnlyFans? I saw this girl on OnlyFans making $72 million a year. What's wrong with you incels? Defense, science, nuttiers, Mr. Brainworms and billionaires running the game. Psycho Taco honors military by cutting veterans' benefits. Of course, Look, they ain't about shit. No conservative actually cares about anything they say. The fakest motherfuckers on the planet, the people of nothing. Of course, you know that. I've seen better cabinets at IKEA. Yeah, probably built better. Last longer. Hey, MAGA, go fact yourself. Yeah, good luck with that. You can't be MAGA and fact check at the same time. Those two things are oil and water. I'd rather my taxes fund this monster, not this one. Yeah, but they just cut all funding to PBS, folks, because we live in the dumbest fucking timeline where Sesame Street and Big Bird are now the enemy. This is why we're collapsing, folks. Elect a rapist, expect to get fucked. Oh, we are so fucked. No, not that, bitches. Yeah, I heard that. 8647. Oh, that's terrorism. That dog's going to Gitmo. Let's see what other signs we can find out there. I like this one. I hope your birthday sucks, you stupid orange fuck. Straight to the point. I like that one. Pretty good. What the fuck is this king bullshit? Yeah, Washington directly said he wasn't going to be a king. They're like, hey, you want to be a king? And he's like, I don't want to be a fucking king. Didn't we just run away from that shit, you idiots? 90925 days without a king. Keep the record going. Yeah, too late. We voted him in. Volunteers, not bootlickers. It's America, baby. We love to be treaded on. It's our new national pastime. I did not fight fascism abroad to lose at home. Well, we did kind of, though, unfortunately. Yeah, you should have protested before. First they came for the immigrants, then they came for the protesters. When will they come for me and you? As soon as they come after Hassan Piker, I'm leaving the country. I know my time is up. And what else? Some honorable mentions here. Austin, Texas. All right, it got removed. Fuck you, Austin, Texas. Can't have anything nice. And I like this one, folks. No kings. This happened out in San Francisco. Well organized, way better than our military. I mean, military's only got like $1 trillion a year budget. Why would they be organized and synchronized? We just have randos out in San Francisco pulling this shit together. And cool. Love it. You go, heroes. And that one got deleted too. Why are they deleting everything? Why? You suck shit, Reddit. Memory holding shit real time. It's okay. I got plenty of show. I don't even need you, bitch. And yes, that red hat does make your dick look small. Tiny dick energy. But hey, thank you for wearing a warning sign on your fucking head that lets us all know to goddamn avoid you. It's a beautiful thing you're doing for humanity. You unfuckable sack of shit. And no King's Day protest. Royal decree. Won't you guys know? It was complete and utter failure. Demonstrators crowded into streets, parks, and plazas across the U.S. and Saturday to protest President Trump marching through downtown and blaring anti-authoritarian chants mixed with support for protecting democracy. Anyway, the Trump administration putting out the message that it was a incredible fucking failure. They had 1 trillion people at the parade and like 2 people showed up to the protest. So who are you going to believe once again? Your orange rollers or your own eyes. Hey, it's 1984. Believe what you fucking tell you or else. And then U.S. Marines set to take over operations in Los Angeles, folks. So this is part of the takeover of our streets from our military. This is why Trump is trying to stick with the military. It's not just because of his ego. Mostly it's his ego. Him wanting his historical moment where he can stand up, look like a badass in front of the military, but also he's trying to give the military like overtime and bonuses to do his parade. A lot of us are excited to do it because he's trying to get the military on his side, so they're trying to get the American people when we rise up against him. It's all part of his fucking plan, the Insurrection Act, and it's already starting, folks. U.S. Marines set to take over operations in Los Angeles. Major General Scott Sherman, commander of Task Force 51, is overseeing the 4,700 troop deployed in Los Angeles, said Friday, and that 200 Marines have finished training on civil disturbance. So, yep, almost entirely peaceful protesters, but they're going to send the military after us, folks. Their entire job of the military is to kill people and break shit. So, of course, they're going to turn them against the U.S. citizens. But heroes, folks, a bunch of heroes are standing up against this and gives me hope for America again. Here's a group of veterans rushing to the Capitol steps to have a sit-in against the militarization of our streets.
A group of veterans just broke through the barrier in front of the Capitol building, and they're currently holding a sit-in on the Capitol steps, demanding that the government take military off of United States streets. Let's watch it happen. We got people breaking through the barriers of the Capitol building. We got people breaking through the barriers of the Capitol building.
That dude was hurt. And they're not breaking into the Capitol or anything.
Breaking through the barriers of the Capitol.
They're just sitting on the steps.
We got people rushing to
trying to bring attention, trying to use their vet status to do something good, because as veterans they know the military is not supposed to be policing the citizens of the United States. That is about as un-American as it gets. That is a sure sign of an autocracy, of a dictatorship, of a fiefdom, of a kingdom.
They're taking a seat. They're taking a seat on the Capitol steps.
Other side of the bike rack.
They're taking a seat on the Capitol steps.
Pay attention, what's going on?
So you go, heroes. Thank you. Thank you for your service. And then not all heroes wear capes, folks. Collecting dog poop to throw at ICE. And hey, donate today. Wonder if that's tax deductible. I don't even care. I'm going to donate for free. I got plenty for you guys. And lots of amazing protesters out there that went over my heart, like this lady protesting ICE.
Let our people free!
What's the windblower for?
Just for the fucking tear gas to blow it back at those motherfuckers! If you have a fucking blower, bring it up! Push him back!
You could say something to Donald Trump right now. What would you say?
Donald Trump! You can suck my left nut, you can get out of my fucking drawer! You're just MAGA Salma Hayek when they give you the time of day! And because Claudia Sheinbaum make you look like a fucking loser!
Damn, she got the gift of gab. So these are protests against ICE. There's two different sets of protests going on across the country. The No Kings protest and the anti-ICE protest. And wasn't all heroes out there, folks. There were a lot of MAGA right-wing agitators and terrorists trying to stir up trouble during the protest, because this is what they do. They're trying to make the protesters look violent. So they're literally trying to instigate violence against them. First off, over in Texas, the Capitol had to be evacuated after serious threats were sent in to Democratic lawmakers right before they were set to go out and join the No Kings protest. The Texas Department of Public Safety warned state lawmakers and legislative staffers Saturday of a credible threat to legislators planning to attend an anti-Trump rally at the Capitol in Austin. So yeah, they had to shut the whole shit down because of terroristic threats. And then here's a state senator, folks, in South Carolina. These are the kind of mental children, the kind of embarrassments that are rolling us right now. He went out to the protest in his triple axle abomination of a truck to flip off his own constituents and honk at him. Imagine how tiny this guy's dick is. Like, could you get a smaller dick than this? Now, folks, people get mad at me when I say these guys have smaller dicks, because they're like, oh my God, you're being ableist, Dusty. You're making fun of people with small dicks. I am not. I am not making fun of people with small dicks. There's nothing wrong with having a small dick. But there is something wrong in being so insecure about having a small dick that it manifests in everything you do, and it becomes incredibly obvious that you're insecure about it. Just be okay with having a small dick. Look, is having a small dick great in the society? No, it's not great. Hey, being 5'9", 5'8", being a short king, not great in our society, okay? But the more insecure you are about it, the more you have little man syndrome, the more unattractive you are. Yes, it's a minor setback, but it's not anything you can't overcome. It's just one of those fucking things. Just roll with it, baby. But when you have to buy a big old goddamn triple axle fucking truck like this, everybody can see your tiny weenie. And yeah, you deserve to be made fun of a little bit for being so fucking insecure. That's who you become, all right? You tiny date dudes, just fucking relax. It's cool. I'm okay with it. And yeah, they're just basically filthy trash, folks. We saw this all over the protesters where they're doing rolling coal. That's where they have these diesel trucks that are specifically designed on purpose to spew out a black smog to ruin our environment and I guess sicken and make anybody you want to cough. So here they are rolling by, the protesters just fighting for democracy, just standing up to autocracy. And yeah, just garbage fucking human beings, folks. Don't give a shit about the planet they leave for their fucking children. Don't give a shit if they make the air so disgusting you can't even fucking breathe. Don't even care if they're violating people as they just use their First Amendment rights to protest. And at least this guy got his comeuppance. This guy went back and forth in front of the protesters, rolling coal on them. Yep, there he is. Garbage human. showing his fucking ass because he has a tiny fucking penis. Imagine how much they're paying for these trucks. These trucks are like $200,000 trucks. This is what they spend every penny on. Trying to make it for the shortcomings. It's just sad. Like, I know you're trying to be a dick. I know this is all you got. I know your life didn't go as expected and you hate yourself and this is how it manifests itself. But folks, this has a happy ending. The cops look at him. The cops got his ass. You see him? Next thing you know, $200,000 truck being towed as your ass goes to fucking jail. Hell yeah. Chalk one up for the good guys. Love to see it. Love to see it. Karma, instant and delicious. Then, folks, agitators were out in full force. Man drives into crowd of protesters at No King rally in Virginia. Nothing to do with the truck. Drove his truck purposely into the fucking rally and ran over somebody. He was arrested. They say it's this guy. I don't know if it's the same guy or not. Might be an older picture of this guy. He doesn't have the tattoo, but kind of looks similar, I guess. Don't know. Could be him, could not. They say he's a MAGA guy, another incel. Just trying to terrorize people protesting the orange goo. Then it got worse, folks. It got even worse from there. If you're wondering, how could it get worse? It did. God damn it. I knew they were going to delete that fucking shit. God, it pisses me fucking off. Anyway, stop waving a Mexican flag as they have Confederate flags and Trump flags out of the big-ass trucks. And let's see if I can find this one. Motherfucker, I hate when they delete everything. I want to show you guys this guy so insecure that he pulls a fucking gun. All right, let's see if this is it.
Police say a 19-year-old counter-protest James accused protesters screaming at them and pulling out a handgun. He was taken in.
Okay, that didn't show it. That didn't. Why is everything fucking deleted? Okay, I guess we're just had to skip it. Anyway, this guy pulls out a gun as he's arguing with protesters, and you see it as bright as fucking day. So then the next thing you know, let's see if this is going on there. This is him getting arrested. No, that's not him either. There's another one. There's so many that were brandishing guns out there, folks. Anyway, let's move along from that one. He got arrested, and then a few minutes later, this is some crazy ass shit, folks. So apparently this guy got his MAGA Jeep out, and he put some kind of dummy in the back of it in a Captain America outfit with a gun pointing at the protesters to intimidate and scare people. And then I guess he attacked an 80-year-old man because they're fucking terrorists. It says, my dad and sister were attending a No Kings rally in Burnsville yesterday when this brain-damaged clown rode up. He started out by driving his little vehicle around the square, blasting his horn and revving his engine. In the back of his vehicle, he crammed a skeleton dressed in a shitty Captain America costume, pointing a fake gun at protesters. That gun looks real, really, to be honest with you. Later, he tried to brake check several bystanders. Apparently, one of them responded by banging on his vehicle with their sign. He did like that one bit. He stormed out of the vehicle without a thought in his little head and shoved this man, an 80-year-old family friend, to the ground, cracking his head on the pavement and causing him to lose consciousness. Yes, they were out there trying to instigate violence on people all over the place. This lady went out there and started an argument with some of the protesters, and then when it didn't go her way, she tried to pull a gun on them, and security had to tackle her before she shot somebody. Look at these insecure assholes. Gonna go out there and start trouble, and the moment it doesn't go your way, grab for the gun. Look at her. Yeah, grabbing her gun, and yeah. Good on the security who was right there to tackle this woman. In case you missed it, let's watch it one more fucking time, her grabbing her gun. Because how pathetic they are, folks. Homosexuals. I'm losing the argument. Oh, no. Let me grab my gun. Yeah, no, you don't, bitch. Not today. Not today. No mass shooting on our watch. And thank you, Hero Security. And then this guy is hilarious, folks. I love the mind of maggots. Because this guy's got to be 200 pounds overweight. Obviously, I'm not making fun of his weight, because I never do that. But fat as shit. He's a fat, pathetic specimen of a human being. And he's literally looking at this other guy who's fat. And he's making fun of the other guy who's fat for being fat, y'all. No self-awareness whatsoever.
Right here. You punch me and you fucking get fucked with.
Look how tough he is. He's so tough. Genetic specimen hasn't seen his dick in generations. What a badass.
Don't touch me and you'll get one. I wouldn't touch you. No. That's so fucking funny. Take a mustache right now. Speak up. Shut the fuck up. There's 100 of you guys here, and only one of him. Walk up. Don't let him speak. Let's go, America. Talk louder than he is. The communists. Just be louder. Let's go, America. Be louder.
Why do they think they're so tough? I just don't understand this delusion. These fat motherfuckers. Was this guy ever tough? Did he ever have a heyday where he's a badass? Because it would seem like, based on his attitude, he did. But if he ever did, dude, that time is long fucking gone.
I'm not touching nothing.
This is so embarrassing for you. But it's typical Trump supporter. Mental children. Yeah, everybody there is disgusting except for you, dude. And then he gets arrested for brandishing because they said he put out a gun, folks. So there he is going to fucking jail. So yay, another one bites the dust. Hey, hey! And then this one, folks, MAGA's out there trying to cause chaos. This is the guy I saw earlier. I was trying to find the video of him brandishing his gun. Wonder if they have it on here somewhere. Fuck. Anyway, they deleted him brandishing his gun, but he pulled it out clear as day when the argument with the protesters wasn't going his way. He pulled out his gun, and here's the police arresting him over it. So, yeah, all masked up like the terrorists they are. I thought you guys didn't like wearing masks. Another genetic specimen. American made. Yep, enjoy prison. You terroristic dipshit.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, motherfucker. Cowards, all of them. And then it got even worse from there, folks. I know you're wondering how could this get worse. It did. So somebody got murdered out there at the parade. They shot 2 people. One of them died. Suspect in custody out at the No Kings rally. Crazy shit. Somebody pulled out a rifle, shot a couple people. We don't know what was behind it. But here's the cops running in after him.
He's right here.
So this is kind of crazy what happened, folks.
Look.
So the guy killed this person, shot this other person, and then he tried to hide amongst the protesters who were sheltering in place. He thought, oh, I can just duck down with everybody and hide right here with them. Well, this eagle-eyed hero starts looking at him and looking at his bag and thinking, hey, that's a really big bag you got there. Is it possible that you're the shooter? And so the guy walks up and he takes the guy's bag, takes a couple steps from him and realizes there's a rifle in his bag and outs the guy to the police so they can arrest him. And it was all caught on video. Some amazing footage here.
It's a rifle right here.
Just look at it right there.
This guy.
So this guy, look at it, this guy that did it. This is the guy that killed somebody and shot him. I don't know if he was a plant. I don't know what he was there for. I don't know if he's a terrorist trying to instigate violence. But look, this guy, see, here he is standing, and this guy walks up and grabs his backpack and takes it away from him before he can kill more people.
Yeah, we're not fucking. It's a rifle right here.
Just look at it right there.
This guy, I just grabbed this from this guy. He's right there. Get on the fucking ground. Get on the ground. Get out.
Man!
That's a fucking rifle.
That's some wild footage, guys. This is why I had to do the show today. Terrorism so easy, a caveman can do it. It does look like a troglodyte. You're right. Unwashed. Probably some kind of plant, though. Wouldn't be surprised if it's Mossad or something. Who the fuck knows? And then, fuck the police! We gotta fuck the police section. Not only was there agitators out there murdering people, instigating shit, y'all, but of course the police were doing what they were doing. They were out there violating people's rights. In the new America, you're not allowed to wear a mask anymore. Masks are only for the secret police.
Are you going to take it off?
They're literally arresting people for wearing masks down in America, y'all.
And what was your name and badge number one more time? I'm Officer Kenner, Savannah Police. Appreciate it.
We got the jackbooted thugs out there. No freedom in America anymore. This is not the same country it was 6 months ago. We are not sliding into fascism, folks. We are already there. You're not allowed to hide your identity. They have to be able to track and trace you. They have to have you in the government database while the secret police murder you, kill you, abuse you. And I hate this, folks. To be honest with you, I hate the way this is titled. So I'm about to show you a video of the LAPD abusing people. These people on horses just walking up like a third world tin pot dictatorship, whacking people in the head. And it says Donald Trump's America, but this is not Donald Trump's doing. You guys know me. I hate Donald Trump worse than anybody in the world. I am the last person on earth to defend Donald Trump. But Donald Trump is not in charge of the LAPD. You know who he is? Gavin Newsom. This is Gavin Newsom's America. This is Gavin Newsom's doing. Because there are no left-wing states. There are no left-wing American politicians. They're all right-wing, folks. Look at them. Cops just walking up, bashing people with sticks. In Gavin Newsom's California, folks. Because it's controlled opposition. Even the base lefties are authoritarian dickheads, are fascists, are willing to abuse the rights of their own citizens. Crack down on you for doing nothing. They're literally doing nothing but peacefully protesting. Very clear who the problem is here, folks. Once again, the LAPD, look at them. Look at these fucking cowards with their sticks just going whacking people. Because why the fuck wouldn't you? In the new America, both sides, authoritarian jackbooted thugs who will crack the citizens' heads, sure as looking at you. Don't think you're going to have any help from the Democrats because they ain't here to fucking help you either. Meanwhile, in Seattle, same shit, different location. They scared of a few fireworks, so there are the super cool police on their bikes. I guess somebody threw fireworks, so they got to violate all of your rights. They got to shut down all your peaceful protests. That's not how peaceful protests are supposed to work. If you have 999 people out there and one person is doing some shit illegal, you arrest that one person. You don't violate everybody's constitutional rights to protest. You don't shut the whole thing down just because one person did something wrong, but that's what they want to do, folks. They want to instigate shit and want to punish everybody for what one person does because they don't want you to have rights. They don't want you to be able to speak out. They want you to know your fucking place, and that is under their goddamn boots. And straight to jail. Here's the new America, folks. You're not allowed to even speak to the God men. You think you have a constitution here? Fuck no.
Enjoying yourself?
You know, covering everything.
Nothing better to do?
Honor your oath. How about honor your oath, bitch? How about that? Honor your oath. Oh, there you go.
I didn't do nothing.
He said, honor your oath, bitch. Nothing illegal about that whatsoever. But they don't have to worry about it, folks. Because if there's a lawsuit, they don't pay it. The tax dollars from us go to pay everything they fucking do. So they have no reason not to abuse us. It's funny to them to abuse us, folks.
I didn't say nothing.
You're supposed to get lost. This guy goes to jail. He goes to jail. Let's go.
He goes to jail. He did nothing wrong.
That's right. You go to jail, bro. Big mouth.
I'm just watching. I'm watching. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, thin-skinned man babies. Not allowed to speak to the God man. It's illegal in this country, folks. Now, of course, none of these charges will stick. The guy will probably get a payout, but like I said, what the fuck do they care? And good. Bankrupt this baby. Until America is bankrupt and tired of this shit, nothing will ever change. We'll just keep supporting these thugs. The most violent, ruthless, dangerous gang in America is the Fraternal Order of Police, folks. Not even close. And here's how they're trying to sell it, folks. Here's Right Angle News Network, another right-wing influencer. Here's the title of his video. Breaking. Las Vegas police are arresting rioters before riots even began. Yeah. It's thought crime. It's Minority Report, folks, where now they can arrest you before you can even commit crimes, and that's good somehow. Yeah. So, literally, they're not rioters. If they're arresting people before they riot, then they're arresting innocent people. That's what you're bragging about. But the people that swear up and down they need these guns because don't tread on me. No one has ever wanted to be treaded on more. Everything about these people is fake in every goddamn way. And it's half the goddamn population of America right now. Meanwhile, jackbooted thugs out there scared to death of 80-year-old men. Let's arrest these 80-year-olds. Let's take him out of his wheelchair. Lock his ass up. Police just arrested a number of veterans, including an 80-year-old man who were protesting Trump's unnecessary military parade at Capitol Building in D.C. These are the heroes doing the sit-in out at the Capitol steps. And yeah, arrest them! Don't you guys feel good about yourself? You jackbooted thugs out there arresting 80-year-old veterans? God bless America. You fucking traitors. And then it was amazing to watch the major news organizations find out in real time who their real enemies were. And I do have to give them a little bit of props. ABC News reporter Matt Gutman held his cool as a cop tries to instigate a situation with him. Dude literally just trying to create a problem so he can attack this journalist. And the journalist just basically called him out on his bullshit and stayed calm. Watch how angry the Godmen are.
No, I didn't. You're on TV, and now you're pushing me on live television.
Literally, they're on live television, and they don't give a shit because they know there's no punishment for their behavior.
No, I didn't. You're on TV, and now you're pushing me on live television. All right, we didn't touch anybody. You know that's true. You're okay. Thank you. I got it. So you can see, obviously, tensions are extremely high here.
Yes, because you touched the officer.
You touched the Godman! That's why I have no control over my emotions. That's why I was so unstable. Aren't I the type of person you want with the powers of police? Yeah. Oh my God, you touched me. Just good God, dude. If you have this lack of control of yourself, you should be nowhere near a gun.
We have video testimony. Nobody touching off. Okay. Obviously, massively high tensions here. These folks are tired. They are also hot. It's a long day, and it's been a long week. We clearly didn't touch the officers. You're on live television.
Yes, we were live on the air.
Thank you so much. We will stay back. We appreciate what you're doing here.
Stop sucking up to them. They're literally accusing you of committing crimes when it's on video. You didn't fucking do it. Quit sucking police nuts, you idiot.
Tensions are high. That was a moment that we haven't experienced very often here.
Yeah, we haven't been around police very much. If you haven't experienced that very often, and lots of other news reporters finding out just who their enemy is. This reporter gets trapped by the militarized police. They round you up, they pin you in, and they arrest you.
Where do you want us to go? Can we cross, please? Can we cross, sir? Can we cross?
No, get home safe, please.
All right, but we got nowhere to go.
Come on.
Whoa, here we go. So this is what happens.
Get home safe, please.
This is the way that they deploy the less than lethal munitions. The whole name of the game is to push people out, The curfew doesn't start for another hour and 10 minutes. But, Jen, this is what we've been watching all day long. JB, look out behind you. Let's keep walking. Look, there are peaceful protesters here. And
doesn't matter.
The police department continues to say, the LAPD has said, that bottles have been thrown at officers. It's not something I've witnessed. It's not something David Noriega.
Liars.
He said he witnessed maybe.
But even if that were true, you arrest the people throwing the bottles. You don't arrest everybody and shut down their peaceful protest. This is not how any of this is supposed to work.
Throw an empty water bottle. But by and large, the 20,000 people that have been out here today, by the estimations of the mayor's office, have been peaceful. They have been people that have been protesting for all those things that we talked about.
But they don't give a shit, folks. And this is not Donald Trump doing this. This is controlled opposition, Gavin Newsom, folks. Because it's authoritarianism all the way down, regardless of which party you're talking about. And this guy telling the truth even more in this clip.
I want to reiterate, this looks very intimidating. This has remained 100% peaceful as far as I have seen. People are out here with their signs. Here, may I show your sign, ma'am? Can I? Your sign says,
We are not criminals.
Whoa, let's go.
Here they come.
Protest. We're not doing nothing wrong.
They don't care.
We have the freedom
You don't have the right to protest in this country anymore.
Go. You have to be careful, okay? You take care of yourself. So you can see, whoa, they're messing with the horses. Guys, let's go. Let's back up here. Obviously, people are unhappy, Ari. People don't want to see horses trampling. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The horses as weapons of war.
We're okay. We're going to keep going. Stay with us if you can. JB, move a little faster back. They're pushing people with horses, which obviously gets people freaked.
Jacob, you're
and
on
again,
camera,
I haven't
but
seen,
do what you need to do. You're on camera, but take your time and space.
Out of the side. This is what democracy looks like. Yeah, it sure is.
Whoa. Let's go. Let's go.
American democracy in Gavin Newsom's California, folks.
We're good, Ari. We're good, Ari. We're good. We're good. Keep going.
Left-wing state we have in all of America. This is how fucked we are in this country, y'all. Do not come here if you're from overseas. It is a third world hellhole now. And this MSNBC reporter finds out in real time that cops are the ones who are doing the rioting.
It's David. What you have behind me is Temple and Main Street. Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department are deploying CS gas, tear gas, pepper spray, and flashbang grenades in large numbers. They have mounted units pushing directly up against protesters. I want to show you, but over here is the remnants of the peaceful protest that happened earlier today on the other side of Main Street, right next to City Hall, which is where the march started this morning. I don't know if you can hear me okay. I'm wearing my gas mask because I'm literally surrounded by the chemical agents that those guys, the county sheriff's department, the LA County Sheriffs, have been deploying against this crowd. The point I want to make, flashbangs, the point I want to make very clear, Chris, is that obviously I'm only one person. I can't account for the actions of every protester, but every single gathering that I saw today was 100% peaceful. I didn't see anybody throw anything.
Except for the cops.
People antagonizing the Marines and the National Guard, and that's about the extent of it. Nevertheless, and I've been here all week, Chris, and local law enforcement, LAPD, county sheriffs, and state police, CHP, California Highway Patrol, have been responding to these peaceful gatherings with overwhelming numbers. Tremendous more. I've covered protests in the U.S. and abroad for years, and I've never seen the ratio of police to protesters that I've seen in recent days.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom, want you guys to know, he's your only choice. He's your only choice to fight back against Trump. But yeah, it's all the fucking same, y'all. Welcome to the new boss, same as the old boss. And then, dreamy ass Hassan Piker, ugly ass, ugly. I said ugly. I didn't say dreamy. I said ugly, ugly ass. Hassan Piker was out, folks, and the LAPD shooting a rubber bullet right by his ugly head. I didn't say ugly head. Let's take a look.
Don't run! Thank you. They're starting to, they're just flashbangs. They haven't thrown any gas yet, but they'll start throwing.
Damn, right by their ear. Look at that shit. Right at eye level. Could easily have put somebody's eye out.
Are you good?
You sons of bitches, you could have hit Hassan in the face. All right? Look, you can shoot me in the nuts. That's fine, but you leave that man's face alone. His hideous, horrible face. Anyway, Gavinism. Suck a dick in a bad way. And then you guys see this one now. The sheriffs are just out there threatening people's lives at the protest. They want you guys to know they'll literally kill you.
So I'm gonna break it down for you, all right? And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that.
All right, thank you, sir.
If you block an intersection or a roadway,
what are you gonna do?
In Brevard County, you are going to jail.
Okay.
If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tight.
All right.
Because we are going to run you down.
Good.
And put you in jail.
I'm sure you're going to really run somebody down, you fat motherfucker. You're like 80 years old. You ain't seen your dick in several fucking generations, all right? You couldn't even run 10 feet without having a fucking heart attack. What are you talking about? I love how these doughy old bitches think they're so fucking tough all the time. Motherfucker, if you didn't have that gun and the thugs behind you who are part of your gang, literally nobody's scared of you, old man. We just slap your bitch ass down, knock your dentures out. Shut the fuck up, loser.
If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over.
Good, run me over.
Across the street.
All right, Dan.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital.
I'm just shitting in your food, so you'll never know it.
And in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital in jail.
Oh, no.
And most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs.
Oh, great. Use your dogs as your weapons. That's animal abuse.
If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
So
because
tough.
we will kill you graveyard dead.
Oh, graveyard dead.
We're not going to play.
Oh, you're not playing?
This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked.
Bitch, I would just throw a donut and you run after it, okay? You're easy to fool. Just why? But they want you to know, folks, are so badass, they'll literally kill you. But one of the best tactics I've seen to handle the jackbooted thugs in the police department, the God men, people violating our rights, is this. Best way to handle nasty cops, in my opinion.
For $11,000. One lawsuit for $3,000.
So basically what they're doing is they're looking up, these cops are reading their name tags and they're Googling them to find out what court cases they've had against them. And they're shouting out their court cases and how they violated people's rights because it embarrasses them in front of their fellow cop buddies.
For $11,000. One lawsuit for $3,500. What'd you do? Officer Lugo! What the fuck?
What is happening?
Were you just doing your job? You only have one lawsuit for $80,000. $80,000. You beat somebody up, handcuffed them, and then sprayed them in the face with pepper spray while they were handcuffed.
Sounds about right. Name and shame. That's the way to do that shit. More of that, please. And, all right, that is my coverage of the protest, the parade, the agitators, and the police abuse. Hell yeah, we did it, folks. We got through that section, and we're an hour and 15 minutes into the show. We're not even at halftime yet. Told you, super duper program tonight. So we got some Chud Watch coming up. Get your super chats in, folks. Halftime coming up after Chud Watch. We still got plenty of goddamn show. So get them in early. But let's go ahead and move along, folks. It's time for some Chud Watch. I got Steve Perry to sing the intro to it. Not AA, y'all. That's wrong. Fuck Dusty. God damn it. That's the wrong thing. You're bad at this job. Here we go. Where the fuck is it? God, oh, here it is.
Chud Watch.
Yeah.
We're talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud's side and make fun of them.
Boom goes the dynamite. Woo! And let's not forget what all these protests against ICE are about, folks. A lot of the No Kings protests are also protesting ICE. Fascists violating our rights all over the place. Now, ICE doesn't even need warrants to go into your house, folks. We don't have constitutional rights anymore. They can literally barge into your house and then shut the door in your face. They can kick you out of your house and slam your own door in your face. Watch this shit. This is a 16-year-old girl. They're kicking out of her house and slamming the door in her face.
Any gun? You don't have to show you out on the restaurant.
To enter a home, you have to show a warrant.
Who's the wife?
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you, okay? You don't have rights anymore. Back in the day, we used to have warrants. But now we don't fucking need warrants. Badges? Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
Who's the wife?
Nobody's the wife, and why would you need
Who's the wife right here? Which one of y'all's the wife? All right.
Which one of y'all's the
Do y'all
wife?
want him to go to jail, or do y'all want to talk? Who's the wife?
Yeah, we want to see the warrant. Where's
Who's the wife? Okay. All right, then never mind.
No firme nada si no quiere. No tiene que hablar y ni decir nada.
Go to the house without a warrant, slamming the door on them.
Damn, man. Y'all don't have to slam the door. This isn't your property. This isn't your property. Be slamming door. I'm underage. Doesn't matter. She didn't say anything to you. She didn't say anything to you. She didn't do anything.
So the new America, they bust in your house, slam the door in your face, arrest 16-year-olds if you dare speak out against them folks. It's not America anymore. This is a third world shithole now. Only took 6 months. And then yesterday, ICE agents showed up at regular Saturday swap meet with armed Marines and military helicopters overhead like it's a fucking war zone.
Dramatic video in Santa Fe Springs shows armed ICE agents dressed in tactical gear swarming this swap meet.
You guys should be so proud, so proud.
It happened around 3:30 this afternoon off Alondra Boulevard. Air 7 captured a Marine helicopter flying above the raid. On the ground, the agents appeared to be accompanied by Marines who were also armed. Witnesses say they seemed to randomly go through the crowd asking questions.
Asking people where they were from, where they were born from, and I told them I was from the United States. And then they proceeded to walk away, and they took a picture of me with the specialized cell phone camera.
These images show people being taken into custody as witnesses record video.
Losers. To see it firsthand was kind of shocking, but also very
This is why they have to hide their ID, folks. This is why they're wearing masks, because they know they're the bad guys. They know they're fascists. They know they're new Nazis. And they know that people are angry.
Liz, a U.S. citizen who doesn't want her face on camera, was here with her dad ahead of Father's Day to enjoy a concert.
Saw them and I thought, oh my gosh, are they going to take me? Are they going to take my dad? And what's going to happen to us? So it did.
Papers, please. Yep. New Nazis. Didn't take long. Everything going down the fucking tube. And once again, I do not like Gavin Newsom because I believe Gavin Newsom is also a fascist, an authoritarian. He has controlled opposition. But at the same time, unfortunately, he is the best we got in America. That's how cooked we are in this fucking country. Where Gavin Newsom, this incredibly fucking low bar, is one of the best politicians we have, this right-wing dickhead. Anyway, at least he's trying to get some of the stories from the people being abused by ICE. You notice he's not telling any of the stories about the people being abused by the LAPD. Convenient, but anyway, at least he's trying to get some of these stories out there with his platform.
In Oxnard, California, and Ventura County yesterday, met with three people directly impacted by indiscriminate raids. I met a 12-year-old boy in 6th grade, weeping, crying, tears pouring down his face. His mother and father were both detained. They disappeared. He has no brothers, no sisters, no family. He quite literally is on his own, abandoned. That's Donald Trump's America. 20+ years his mom and dad working in the same fields, doing the same packing and shipping. 20+ years.
But they're doing this on purpose, folks. They're trying to start, like somebody said, another American revolution. They're trying to instigate people standing up against them so Trump can sign the Insurrection Act and abolish the midterms for 2026. Meanwhile, DHS revoking the legal status of 500,000 more migrants. So these are people that came here legally. We asked migrants from all over the world to come here because we needed more in our workforce. We had a glut of jobs that were not being filled. America's not having enough kids. We're not paying enough in our Social Security. We can't sustain our current population, so we're begging hard workers from all over the world to come over, and these heroes answered the call. They were trying to make a better life for themselves, for their children, and they came over here and they worked their ass off. They improved the communities they lived in. They paid into the federal government. So, of course, we immediately turn our backs on them, folks. Remove their legal status to make them illegal so we can round them up and ship them fucking off, because it's all white supremacy all the time now, folks. That's what it's all about. Now they're using a 1940s law, a dormant law. These obscure, ancient laws to do their jackbooted thuggery. Federal officials have begun carrying out President Donald Trump's order to enforce a World War II era criminal law that requires virtually all non-citizens in the country to register with and submit fingerprints to the government. So they're making a database for everybody that's not a citizen. Of course, we know they're making a database also for everybody that is a citizen. But this is the way that they're going to create a database for everybody who's not a natural-born citizen, y'all. So they can track and trace you, have your fingerprints. So they're passing this law where if you don't self-report that you're not a naturalized citizen, that if you don't put yourself on this list, that you're automatically a criminal, which gives them the right to round you up and deport you and justifies your deportation because they'll claim that you're a criminal. Since April, law enforcement in Louisiana, Arizona, Montana, Alabama, Texas, and Washington have charged people with willful failure to register under the Alien Registration Act, an offense most career federal public defenders have never encountered. The registration provision in law is a law which was passed in 1940s amid widespread public fear about immigrants' loyalty to the U.S. So, yeah, folks, whatever they can do to violate you and create databases on every one of us, y'all. That's the party of small government for you. And they're not even trying to hide what they're trying to do, folks. They're attacking democracy. Here is cosplayer Kristi Noem, head of Department of Homeland Security, talking about liberating California from the democratically elected mayor and governor, folks.
We are not going away. We are staying here to liberate this city from the socialist and the burdensome leadership that this governor and that this mayor have placed on this country.
Yeah, we're going to liberate you guys from your democratically elected leaders. Hey, you don't have the right to elect who you want to. We're coming to free you guys. Hey, they're going to welcome as liberators. Remember like they did in Iraq? Remember how they did that? Remember? Same thing here, folks. We got to save you from yourselves. Naked authoritarianism, not even trying to pretend, y'all. And then, just to illustrate this point better than anything I could possibly do, now they're arresting sitting United States senators for asking questions at press conferences. So this is U.S. Senator Alex Padilla. He has been trying to get answers from the Trump administration about ICE's policies, about how they're disappearing people to concentration camps. And the Trump administration hasn't been forthcoming. So he had a meeting set up to talk to ICE. Well, they kept blowing him off. So he traveled to meet with them and talk to them. Well, they postponed their meeting with him so that she could go have this press conference. And so while she was having this press conference down the hall, the FBI, literally the FBI, escorted him into the press conference. He's trying to get answers from his constituents who want to know why the Trump administration is lying to people, why they're violating our rights. So he steps forward to ask the Secretary of Homeland Security a question. Immediately, the thugs grab him, tackle him to the ground, and arrest a sitting U.S. senator for asking questions in the new America, folks.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the Secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your heads off.
It's the new America, folks. Literally manhandling and abusing senators for asking questions of our elected representatives, trying to get answers for the constituents. Here they are. Throwing on the ground, hands behind your back. You're not allowed to ask questions. Not even senators, folks. Nobody is allowed to question our authoritarian leaders, y'all. Gonna lock us all up. We ain't sliding in a dictatorship, folks. We are fucking there. It's already done. I've been covering the news for 50 years, ever since I was a kid. Ain't never seen shit like this in the history of this country. It's just getting worse and worse. And they lie about everything, folks. Here she is on Fox News claiming that they arrested him because they had no idea who he was because he didn't identify himself. If only it was caught on video.
This man burst into the room, started lunging towards the podium, interrupting me and elevating his voice, and was stopped, did not identify himself.
I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions.
Literally, the first words out of his mouth were identifying himself, but it doesn't matter, folks. They have total information control. The lie gets seen 100 times more than the truth does, and so the lie is what's believed by the populace. This is what happens when billionaires buy up all our media, take over everything. And of course, she claimed that the guy was just doing this to be theatrical, as a photo op. This woman, who is literally a cosplayer, a professional cosplayer, does all of this for theater, accusing somebody else, because that's what they always do. They always accuse you of doing what they're doing. And Bass says...
Which is a lie. And I just have to say, I served with the Secretary. I served with the Secretary for probably about 10 years in Congress. And Madam Secretary, I do not recognize you anymore.
Yeah, no shit. She doesn't recognize herself. This is what she used to look like, and this is what she looks like now. So nobody recognizes her anymore. It's just fucking weird, y'all. Like a different fucking human being cosplaying because she wants to be an actress. This country is so cooked. It's all a reality show now. And it's also weird that so many of our law enforcement now are just outright wearing masks. It's just like every third world shithole now, like Mexico, cartels, like this is how they all dress in every tin-pot dictatorship. You're not allowed to, though. They'll arrest you, but they hide their IDs because they know they're the bad guys, folks. They know they are, and they don't give a shit. We are the enemy to them. Meanwhile, it seems like Trump is having second thoughts about some of the people he's mass deporting. Trump suddenly is all like, our great farmers and people in the hotel and leisure business have been stating that our very aggressive policy on immigration is taking very good long-term workers away from them, with those jobs being almost impossible to replace. In many cases, the criminals allowed into our country by the very stupid Biden open border policy are applying for those jobs. This is not good. We must protect our farmers. But get the criminals out of the USA. Yeah, this is what you guys said you were going to do the whole time, was get criminals, and that's not what you were doing. Because we know that migrants, even those undocumented, are way, way less likely to commit crimes than American citizens, right? They are, for the most part, law-abiding citizens. But that was never your intention. Your intention was always racism. Your intention was always to get as many of the browns out of the country as you possibly can because you believe in white genocide, because you think the white race is being outbred, and you're terrified. Even though it's stupid, there's always going to be crackers around. Anyway, you're right. It is hurting these businesses. But why are these special businesses, why do they get special treatment? Why do farmers get special treatment? As I said on the last show, fuck farmers. Fuck farmers. Like every farmer I ever knew, I grew up in Mississippi, y'all. Every farmer I ever knew was a fat, racist asshole. Just these fat overall wearing 400-pound sitting at the goddamn Cracker Barrel just drinking the gravy out of the gravy boat. You can just hear their arteries hardening. Fuck the farmers. Name one thing farmers have ever given to our society. One thing. Except for the food. I give you that one. I do sometimes like the food. All right. But besides the food, name one thing farmers are contributing to society. Can't do it. Anyway, yeah, this goes for every industry, though. Every industry has undocumented workers that are the backbone of these industries. Why are farmers more important than construction, housing prices? Why are farmers more important than our kitchens? Literally every business. But now he's picking winners and losers, y'all. Some people get special treatment, of course. And then they asked him, hey, what made you change your mind about your massive deportation plan that you are 100% behind? Here's his answer.
What made you change your mind about targeting in California farmers and people in the hotel and leisure business?
Well, we're not targeting. In fact, if you look today, I put out a statement today about farmers. Our farmers are being hurt badly by you. They have very good workers. They've worked.
You are literally doing. I love it. It's typical Trump, where he creates the problem and then he comes in and solves the problem he created and then pats himself on the back. It's every goddamn day he does this.
For them for 20 years, they're not citizens, but they've turned out to be, great. And we're going to have to do something about that. We can't take farmers and take all their people and send them back because
then why can you do that to every industry besides farmers? Why do farmers get special treatment?
Don't have maybe what they're supposed to have, maybe not. And
yeah, maybe they're illegal, maybe not. But we don't care about that, baby. We're suddenly just going to turn a blind eye and let them hire illegals because they're farmers. But also the leisure industry, because he runs a bunch of businesses that get aliens to come in and do the work that he won't pay Americans to do at his golf clubs, golf courts, golf clubs, golf resorts.
You know what's going to happen and what is happening? They get rid of some of the people because, you go into a farm and you look and people they've been there for 20, 25 years and they've worked great and the owner of the farm loves them and everything else, and then you're supposed to throw them out, and you know what happens?
Literally, you are the one throwing them out.
End up hiring the people, the criminals.
Oh my God, it's so stupid. Every day, it's fucking Trump chickened out about fucking something. And then he ordered ICE to hold and halt raids on farms, hotels, and restaurants. Because of course he did. Once again, special treatment for those few folks worried that we're not going to have food. Food going to rot on the goddamn vines. Hey, when are all the Americans ready to pick that fruit, Donald Trump? I thought immigrants were hurting America, and yep, time for the chip to be changed in MAGA brains. All migrants must be deported now. Click. We need migrants to tend our farms now. It's good all of a sudden, y'all. It's good. Migrants are good all of a sudden. Don't think about it. Just do what the orange goof tells you to do today. And then it's being reported that families are reporting that their loved ones in the National Guard have low morale because of Donald Trump's deployment of them. California National Guard troops and Marines deployed to Los Angeles to help restore order after days of protest against the Trump administration have told friends and family members they are deeply unhappy about the assignment and worry their only meaningful role will be as pawns in political battle. They do not want to join. Then don't do it, assholes. Yeah, you should feel guilty. You should feel bad. You are traitors to the fucking country. You are being used by a dictator to tramp down on people's constitutional rights. You should feel fucking bad. Don't feel bad. If you're going to do it, just fucking do it. And if you feel bad, don't fucking do it. And if you feel bad, you do it anyway, fuck you, you goddamn traitor. Whatever happens to you happens. And then in April, President Trump and Salvadorian President Bukele shook hands in the Oval Office, but there's another story to this. I don't know if you guys heard about this one or not. So you know how Trump, his whole thing is we are at war with gangs, especially Mexican gangs, especially MS-13, the worst gang of them all. Hey, we had to deport Abrego Garcia because he had the MS-13 tattoos on his knuckles, which he didn't. Had to send him to a concentration camp for life, folks. MS-13. I literally had to use obscure laws and declare emergencies because the gangs, y'all. Well, it turns out that Bukele, the other tin pot dictator in El Salvador, who Trump is sending people to his concentration camps for life, apparently this guy made a deal with MS-13 in order to lower the violence in his country. And so Donald Trump administration, while they were trying, his gang task force were trying to crack down on some MS-13 members, we're working on deporting some of the MS-13 members over to try them for the crimes. And Bukele basically went to bat for them. And the Trump administration caved and released all the MS-13 members back because Bukele is in bed with them. As is the Trump administration. They're all in bed with the fucking gang members they're purporting to be at war with, folks, because it has absolutely nothing to do with that. It's literally just a trial run to crack down on all our rights in order to cook the frog slowly, get us used to the Browns going to concentration camp because we're fucking next. Everything about them is fake all the time. And then they're defying court orders again, folks, because it's a dictatorship. He's already decided. A Trump administration official has told lawyers for Mahmoud Khalil that the government has no immediate plans to release him in spite of a judge's order barring his detention on the grounds for which he was originally arrested. So you don't have rights anymore, folks. If you protest against Israel in this country, they will lock you up without charges indefinitely. This is not America anymore. Mr. Khalil, a Columbia University graduate and legal permanent resident, was prominent in a pro-Palestinian demonstration on the school's campus. He was arrested in March and transferred to Louisiana, where he has been held in federal detention center for 3 months. Shortly after his arrest, the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, justified his detention by invoking a rarely cited law that he said allowed him to declare Mr. Khalil's presence in the United States a threat to the country's foreign policy goal of preventing anti-Semitism. So literally, you can say whatever you want to about America. You can literally, 11 million people can protest against America, but you're not allowed to protest against Israel in this country because that's who rules us, folks. That's who's in charge. So obvious. And then ABG always be gripped in, and goddamn it, you got to kind of admire it, how they always find a way to make money off everything. Here's a Proud Boys leader, Enrique Otero, who got like 30 years in prison and was pardoned by Trump because Trump loves criminals. Well, now he realizes there's a lot of money to be made in racism in the hatred towards the brown, and he wants his share too. So here's his genius scheme in order to con idiots out of their fucking money. In Rankin, Ontario, the former Proud Boys leader from Miami, who President Donald Trump pardoned for his participation in January 6, wants citizens to take deporting undocumented immigrants into their own hands. Literally, he has an app for that. Tario has announced he will be the czar of an independent organization that pays people cryptocurrency for reporting undocumented migrants. So here's how it works. You just donate cryptocurrency to him, and then he will decide who gets some of this money for ratting out their neighbors anonymously. Where have I heard that before? Hey, rat out your neighbors. Nobody will ever know. You can make cryptocurrency. But obviously, like all these grifters, he's going to keep most of these donations for himself, maybe give a little bit back to people. But it's so obvious what the grift is. But he'll probably make millions of dollars because this country cannot reward horrible assholes enough. That's why it has to collapse, folks. What a garbage goddamn people we are. And then, kings, though, kings live among us. Yo, I love this one. So ICE, they basically attack this workplace. They go in. They don't need no stinking badges. They don't need no warrants. They don't got to show you their faces. They ain't got to show you their IDs. They just got to threaten you. Listen to this hero fire back at them.
You guys understand we have a signed warrant authorizing us from a judge to be here. And here's what bag of plugs.
I love this one. So, a couple things about this video that are just three chefs gets delicious. First off, you got this ICE thug saying, we got a signed warrant from a judge saying we have a right to be here, while he literally holds up air. Where it at? If you got this fucking magical warrant, where is it? And the guy's like, here's my bag of fucks, which is a brilliant, lovely answer.
You guys understand we have a signed warrant authorizing us from a judge to be here. And here's what bag of plugs. I'm just telling you.
I'm just telling you. I ain't showing you, but I'm telling you. We have the right to abuse your rights because of this fake shit we just made up. And I do love this one, too. This is some king shit going hard here, folks. Just putting it in ICE's face. You think you can deport these guys permanently? They just coming right back, you idiots.
Mr. Trump, we want to say thank you to you for deportation me to Mexico and give me 1 week's vacation. My boss never give me. Thank you for deportation me back to my country. 1 week, I be back in U.S. Okay?
All right, gotta make that quieter. Anyway, this is going back to America, and he took his vacation, and there he is back in America. Can't keep him down, and they're all coming back, you idiots. You just got to round them up again and again and again. They're gonna bankrupt you with all the fucking money they're gonna make you spend. And then let's check in with some economic news. And remember, folks, Trump done told us it's a done deal with China. I got a big, beautiful deal with China. Here's the deal, folks. All right, remember? I put a 30% tax on American citizen, and then due to my genius art of the deal negotiation skills, China has agreed to allow me to increase the taxes on American people to 50%. Yay, we did it, folks. But it turned out even that was a fucking lie, because everything out of this goddamn man's mouth is a lie. China refutes Trump's claim of done trade deal. They were like, we're just in the first stage of talks right now. He's just lying, of course, because they claimed 90 deals in 90 days, and they ain't got no deals. 0 deals in almost 70 days now. This is why they had to tank the economy, folks, because of all the brilliant deals. And yes, the U.S. dollar keeps going down, 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 even with positive news. All the bond rates are going up. We have to pay trillions of dollars back. Hey, but this is what we voted for. Not only is everything you buy from overseas have huge tariffs on it to make it more expensive, but also your dollar is worth way less. So everything that we all need to buy if we're poor, way more expensive. Because fuck us, right? Exactly the worst thing we needed at the worst possible time. And let's check in with the stock market to see how they like all of the new fuckery from Donald Trump. Dog shit! They like it like dog shit. So Friday, Dow Jones dropped 769 points, y'all. And yeah, if you're playing along at home, that's a lot. That is a shit ton. Let's check in. Year to date, since Donald Trump is the president, we are down 200 points. So, yes, once again, folks, not only do we have zero growth for the first 6 months, but we have negative growth thanks to Mr. Art of the Deal. At this exact same time last year when Joe Biden was president, we were up 1,400 points. So it's currently a 1,600-point swing in the negative for a brilliant businessman, bankrupted casinos, Donald Trump. Seems bad, America, but oh well. It's a good thing Americans don't give a shit about anything. And I almost feel sorry for him, folks. It's so obvious his weird, cold, mail-order bride hates his guts. Just totally normal shit. Look at this. Holding on to her. Oh, and it is death grip. Poor girl. You know she hates his fucking catheter-wearing, diapered ass. Just doing it because she has that amazing prenup deal. Literally, he signed contracts where she makes millions of dollars in order to just make a few public appearances with him. Don't hate the player, hate the game, I guess. Meanwhile, corruption, as blatant, right in our face as it's ever been. Mogul buys $100 million in Trump coin after a probe dropped. Just quid pro quo, but it's all legal, folks. They don't have to hide it. They don't have to launder the money. They don't have to wash it. An American financier invested $100 million in Trump family's flagship Bitcoin project just 2 months after a probe into his crypto business was dropped by the Trump administration. And this is how it works, folks. He's made over $5 billion in the first 6 months of this second presidency alone. More than every president in history combined. And good. Love to see it. It's what has to happen to make this whole bullshit collapse. But not everybody happy with the choice of voting for Donald Trump. Remember boxer Ryan Garcia? Trump is cool as he hangs out with Orange Goof, shows off his boxing skills. He's rich as shit. He's more than willing to pull the ladder up behind him. Fuck any of the other Browns that come up after him. He got his and fuck y'all. And now suddenly he's all like, I may have voted for Donald Trump, but I can't stay silent about what's happening with ICE in LA. These people aren't just illegals or statistics. They're people, hardworking immigrants, especially Mexicans who pay taxes, raise family, build our communities, and are part of the people we love. Ripping them away from their homes is not just policy, it's pain. We can have borders without losing our humanity. You literally voted for this dude. You literally used your giant platform to make sure this got put in office. You were giddy thinking about other people being hurt, but now the leopards are eating your fucking face and you're crying about it. I'm just saying, I guess we should extend an olive branch to these people that are upset about voting for Trump. I guess we need to have a big tent to fight them over, but another part of me just wants you guys to disappear from society altogether. Maybe never say a word. Maybe understand that your opinion should no longer matter because you were the dumbest fucks on the planet. Maybe agree never to vote for anything again and never speak in public again. Maybe, cease living? I don't know. You don't have to. Just a suggestion. Meanwhile, Fox News poll, the big beautiful deal, not very popular. Only 27% of people supporting it.
Trump really want to see this go through. Support or oppose, you've got 27 at support, 53 at oppose, and 20 say they don't know.
So hugely unpopular. Not that that's going to matter. Representative democracy doesn't work anymore. They do not represent us. They don't care. They don't believe that our votes count, so they're going to do whatever they want to. And then apparently Trump's approval rating has hit an all-time low. It is now as low as any president has ever been. He is now the most unpopular president of all time. President Donald Trump is facing yet another wave of concerning numbers in a new Quinnipiac University poll released Wednesday, signaling growing dissatisfaction across several key areas of his presidency. The poll revealed that Trump continues to struggle with public approval, particularly on major policy fronts such as immigration, economic management, and what he refers to as the big beautiful bill. 38% approve, 54% disapprove. It's still way too much, though. 38% approve? The fuck? Who are these people? But he's -9 on immigration, which he once was very popular on. -16 on the economy. Remember? All these idiots had to vote for him because of the economy. Deportations are actually very unpopular now because he's rounding up people and disappearing in the middle of the night to concentration camps. Even trade, underwater on trade. So every metric, dude, is sliding into the fucking abyss, which is good. Meanwhile, lots of people having buyer's remorse, folks. Here's a minute of a schadenfreude from idiots who voted for Trump and now are regretting their decision.
I mean, 2 weeks. I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote?
I never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote. I voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump, and I regret it now.
As a Hispanic, I voted for Donald J. Trump. Dude, I regret it so much, man.
I am regretting my vote for Donald Trump.
I voted for Donald Trump, and now I regret it.
A lot of people who were like me voted for Trump and have to account for that.
I regret voting for Trump.
So deeply regret my vote for Donald Trump.
I regret voting for Trump.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst. The worst.
Yeah, maybe just like disappear from society altogether. That's all I'm saying. Maybe go out in the woods, live, where nobody has to see you. That's what I would do. Have some shame. And then, folks, you're never going to believe it. MAGA South Carolina State Representative arrested on child porn charges. What? Wasn't a drag queen again? Get out. State Representative Robert R.J. May of Lexington County, who founded a hardline conservative House faction and ran campaigns against fellow Republicans, is in law enforcement custody facing potential federal charges. Unsurprisingly, he's anti-trans, folks. Who could have possibly seen this coming? It's always the way. Here's this guy's post. He's reposting Elon Musk. Elon Musk says, removing child exploitation is priority number one. Please reply in comments if you see anything that Twitter needs to address, to which this pedophile replies, I wonder if this includes exposing children to drag shows or pushing sex changes on toddlers. That's right. What we should really be afraid of is those drag queens and those trans people. They're the ones molesting the kids, only not. He's the one who's the pedophile. It's always projection. The ones screaming the loudest are usually the ones trying to cover up, folks. They always telling themselves. It's textbook, happens over and over and over again. Meanwhile, let's check into the details of his case. Documents state that a forensic analysis of May's phone showed he deleted Kik, as well as other apps, Telegrams, Mega, and Loki Messenger within seconds of each other in April 2024. The memo states May's Mega account was registered to the name Eric Rentling. He was also downloading porn under the name Joe Biden 69. Super classy. Investigators also found the Eric Rentling account had conversations in Spanish with women from Colombia that consisted largely of arranging meetup dates, time, price negotiations, and rules regarding the videoing of sexual encounters, all of which are indicative of sex work. May would also allegedly conduct Facebook searches on South Carolina political candidates while on the Eric Rentling account, including those of his most recently primary opponents. The memo further states May's activity on Kik revealed he has a sexual interest in children the same age as his own children, and that he has a sexual interest in incest between young children and their parents. Oh my! Always the fucking way, folks. They want you to be freaked out by drag queens and trans people while they rape your kids. I only wish conservatives actually cared about anything. And I'm starting to think, like, maybe every MAGA person is just a giant sack of shit. Maybe they're all criminals. MAGA ex-NFL star sought for attempted murder. Another one. Authorities in Miami-Dade County are seeking the arrest former NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown on a charge of attempted murder stemming from a shooting at a celebrity boxing event in May. So, yeah, they're all garbage, all criminals. That's MAGA in a nutshell, baby. But what do you expect? Criminals of a feather flocking together. That's my first half. All right, more of the first half. But we're going to read the super chats now. Almost 2 hours into the show, folks. Hell yeah. And let me go ahead and load up my PayPal right quick because we got a PayPal transaction. PayPal is a great way to support the show. PayPal takes less than YouTube. So if you want to help out the show, PayPal is in every description of every video. This one from Nathan Smith. Gave me $23. Fuck yeah, Nathan Smith. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate you. And all right, let's read the super chats. What we got tonight. Oh, I forgot. I have a Patreon account. You guys know what Patreon is? So shut up, Dusty. There is a link in the description of every video. It goes to my Patreon. If you click on it, it pops up. So basically, what is going on is I don't allow ads on my show. You notice that there's no commercial on the show. It's because I don't want you guys to have to watch ads, and also I don't trust what they're going to sell on my show, so I don't do that. Instead, here's my business model. I make free content. I don't sell nothing. I don't con nobody any money. I try to tell the truth. I just try to be a good dude. I rescue cats and shit. And then I'm like, hey, if you guys like what I do, could you consider chipping in a couple bucks and supporting it? Every little bit helps. And like if a bunch of people chip in a little bit, I'm able to stay in business and do this show. And Patreon is how you do that. You go to my Patreon, you click on this link in the description of the video and it pops up and you just click on the become a member, you become a member. Could you please find it in your heart to do that? And as a bonus, you know what you get? You get access to all the after parties, which is a show I do after the show. And I'm actually doing an after party tonight as promised. We got a long after party. It starts here and goes all the way down to here. So get your tickets to that after party. Come hang out with me and help me and the cats out. Thank you in advance. And all right, let's read the super chats and see how we did tonight. Scroll back up so I don't get fucking lost here. Boom, 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 boom. Cat's always helpful as usual. Here we go. Boom. Nice. All right, super chats. Rebecca Poise, as always, first to hook me up. A terrible day for MAGA, a great day for America. Hell yeah, any bad day for MAGA is a great day for us. Had a good turnout at the march in Buffalo. You're so cool, always going out there and being on the front lines. We need a trillion more like you, Rebecca. And thank you as always. Please, everybody, give your love to Rebecca. $5 from California, no name. This ain't no funky reggae party. $5 at the door. Hell yeah, I'm gonna smoke your shit, CA. WST Time $5 Sunday show. Didn't know you were coming on tonight. I had to. Literally, this show's so big. Imagine if I waited till tomorrow. It'd be a 10-hour show. Could not do it to you guys. Had to cover this now. Now. Right now. And school out for now, so I get to watch Monday show. Hell yeah, hopefully some of the European foreign viewers get an opportunity to tune in tonight when they don't usually get to. Thank you, WC Time. E Unhinged, $10. And people make fun of me for wanting to move abroad, but shit is getting crazy here. Yeah, man. Never thought I'd see shit get this bad in this country. I sure hope I don't have to run. I do not want to run. I like my house. God damn it. Isaiah Taylor, $5. I never thought World War III would happen in my lifetime. You right, Dusty? Yeah. Gonna be the Patriots goose-stepping us to the concentration camps in this hellhole. Venture Van, $20. Is there not a heart wave from this weekend alone? I'm gonna be completely unsurprised. We'll still embarrass for MAGA, so when, yeah, I mean, we had a lot of people turn out to protest, so it is heartening for sure. Jeremy Theron, $5. This is Sunday school that I can actually get behind. Preach it, brother. Hell yeah. It's way better than fucking church, and I would never ask you for money. What? BBC, fuck yeah. Not all veterans and military members are peace. I know some of them are good. I'm not saying all of them, BBC. I know some of them are based. Some of them are amazing, but you was in the military. Weren't there a lot of dickheads in there? Come on, admit it. Admit it. They were dicks to you, weren't they? I don't know. I was there in the military. I'm just saying it's because of the ones I met, okay? But some are based, some are cool. I'm not saying it's all. And you were obviously one of the good ones. Some of us took our entire careers because we refused to fall in line with the BS. No fucking kings. Yeah, I know. That's why you ain't in there no more, right? Because you one of the good ones. Double agents, X1s, $10. There were more no kings protesters at OKC alone than were soldiers in the military parade. Every county in Oklahoma went red. Think about that. There were no king protesters elsewhere in OK. Yeah. My faith in America being restored just slightly. We'll see. Don't let me down, America. Bill Castle, $5. I bet Virginia could have used that $45 million instead of cuts. Yeah, I mean, oh, the VA. You're talking about the Veterans Association of Virginia. Yeah, of course, the vets could use it. We could have used it for cancer research, could have used it for anything. But nope, our orange dictator needed to have a big birthday party so he could look cool for history. At least it backfired. At least the footage are just going to be more of a humiliation to him in the future. History is going to look at him as an abject buffoon, the clown he is. It's going to look at everybody who voted for them as exactly what they fucking are. The worst among us, the dregs of society. So good. At least we have that coming from it. Jeremiah Hess, $20. You rock, Dusty. I was one of the 11 million that was able to come for the No Kings protest. Being around like-minded folks in my hometown showing out was amazing. Hell yeah, some camaraderie. This is what I want to see in America. Please, more of this. And thank you, Jeremiah Hess, you hero. Keep up the good work, and thank you for your generosity. Lizzie Bennett, $5. I was hoping you'd be live Saturday night. Yeah, internet was down. What the fuck you going to do? I tried. But I'm glad you're covering No Kings protest. I went to the one in Midtown Manhattan and had a blast. Fuck yeah, we have the best audience here. You guys are so cool going out there and lending your support. Wings of Shoe, $5. The more you call Hassan ugly, more we are convinced you want him. No! Wrong! Hideous! Ugly! Pooey! Yuck! You're gay! I went to, I'm sure the cats will enjoy this money. Meow. Meow. Hell yeah. Thank you. 10 tickets from Ivy Evans. Hell yeah. One of our fearless leaders as a moderator. The best among us, Ivy Evans, just gave you guys 10 tickets. Hey, if you want a ticket, you got to be here live to get it because they give them out randomly. We have the most general audience. Not only do you want to be here for your chance to win a free ticket to the after parties and all the after parties, but also you got to be here to chat with his best community on YouTube. It's a lonely, horrific time, but you don't have to be scared. You don't have to be depressed alone. You come to be depressed with us, baby. We joke around together. We have fun. So come hang out with us. And thank you, Ivy Evans. Comrade, $20. Hey, Dusty. Hey, comrade. I was bummed there was no show. Me too. I was trying. Imagine. Like, I was forced to have a day off, okay? I didn't want to take the day off. But, okay, the universe decided to do a vacation and also no internet. So imagine getting a vacation day forced on you with no internet. It's like being cut off from fucking God. Luckily, I downloaded a bunch of games and played VR the whole time, but it was almost horrible. And but the Sunday show has been great. Fuck yeah, we doing it. Worth the wait. Thanks for covering all the madness, man. This show took so long to put together, y'all. I've been up for so long doing this, but it's worth it. Hanging out with you guys, and thank you, comrade. Waterstyle, $20, found your show a couple weeks ago, and now I catch every live. Your cats are super cute. Thanks for speaking out the truth. Hell yeah. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I'm one of the OG YouTubers. I'm one of the first ones that ever started on YouTube and still going strong. Been doing this as my full-time job for almost 20 years now. So welcome. Better late than never, and good to have you, Waterstyle. Appreciate you, and thank you for generosity. I love the Sunday show, Hell Satan. Hey, Hell Satan, if you guys support this, I'll do it more often, and thank you. Meditate more. A little eye, $2.99, thumbs up. Fist bump. Wave of mutilation, $2 for the kiddies. Fuck yeah, but by Cat Trees and your honor wave. And Amy G, $5. I hate that motherfucker. Love you, Dusty. Great live. Fuck yeah, Amy G. Thank you for supporting me and the cats. And thank everybody who donated tonight. And hey, if you want me to read your words in my voice before it goes out, and it's going quick, get your super chats in, folks. I'm going to read all the rest of them at the end of the show. We still got plenty of show to go, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't get them in. And also, we're about to hit overtime, and who loves overtime? Right now, we're in overtime. You all love overtime. So you know what you got to do? Reward me for overtime. And all right, move along. What we got up next? Oh, shit, folks. So this is a section that I've never done before, obviously, and hopefully I never have to do this again. But I did make a little intro for it. It's called Assassination! And there's a guy dressed like a cop wearing a creepy old man's mask, because that's what happened, folks. Scary, scary fucking times. Now they're just going around assassinating Democratic representatives. This happened in Maine. 2 Maine Democratic state representatives shot in targeted incidents. So this guy shot 2 representatives of Maine, 2 Democrat representatives of Maine. He had a hit list of all kind of people he was going to kill. He killed this woman, her husband. He shot 2 other people, but they both lived. Here's Minnesota. I said Maine. Minnesota, I meant. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz explaining it to us.
We're here today because an unspeakable tragedy has unfolded in Minnesota. My good friend and colleague, Speaker Melissa and her husband Mark, were shot and killed early this morning in what appears to be a politically motivated assassination. Our state lost a great leader, and I lost a dearest of friends. Speaker Hortman was someone who served the people of Minnesota with grace, compassion, humor, and a sense of service. She was a formidable public servant, a fixture and a giant in Minnesota. She woke up every day determined to make this state a better place. She is irreplaceable, and we've been missed by so many. Minnesota's thoughts and prayers are with her family, her loved ones, her children, and her parents. My prayers.
So crazy times we're living in, literally assassinating Democrats. And yes, Minnesota shooter backed Trump, gave anti-trans sermons. He was 100% a Trump supporter, y'all. No doubt about it. You can look at his Facebook page. Dr. Vance Boiler, CEO of Red Line Group based in the Democratic Republic of Congo. He's also CEO of Praetorian Guard. Sounds scary as shit. So the only reason they opened the door because he was dressed like a cop. And he was wearing this old man mask because we've been conditioned to do whatever cops say, to worship these God men, to put ourselves in danger. Hell no, that's why I don't fucking trust cops. Here's this guy, shocker, giving an anti-trans sermon. Just in case you wanted to know what type of terrorists we're dealing with, they're all the same.
No
Let me make it a little bit louder for you guys. This is all they got, folks. They know it breaks the brains of the idiots that listen to them. They know they can make money off this. There's always money in the anti-trans rhetoric.
No sin. Et il n'y a aucun péché. That God can't take care of. Dieu ne peut pas enlever. Nothing. Il n'y a rien. There's people, especially in America. Il y a des gens, particulièrement aux États-Unis. They don't know what sex they are. They don't know how their sexual orientation. They're confused. Ils ne savent pas ce qu'ils sont exactement. Ils ont une confusion. The enemy has gotten so far into their mind and their soul.
Yeah, there's some people that just assassinate others based on political beliefs. But at least they aren't trans, right? At least they aren't those evil trans. And Ugly Hassan says, wow, I for one am shocked that the guy who shot at Dems legislator was a huge Trump supporter. Here's a reporter that went out and interviewed his roommate. Here's what she reports of the situation.
We even asked about Mr. Bolter's political affiliations, and David Carlson, once again his roommate and best friend, known him since 4th grade, did say Bolter voted for Trump and that he was a strong supporter.
Yes, he was registered Republican. He was an anti-trans preacher. He was a conservative. Now, people are trying to connect him to Waltz, because the governor that was governor before Tim Waltz nominated that guy for some kind of advisory role in some kind of nonprofit, and then Tim Pool just re-upped his position. Didn't know the guy, just he's already in the position, so just signed a paper to re-up him. Didn't even know who the fuck he was. And so they're trying to pretend this guy is a Democrat because of that, but he wasn't. Obviously, this is a right-wing terrorist in every sense of the word. And here's the photos of him moments before he murdered these two people in cold blood. That's what he was wearing, folks. Scary as shit. But like I said, they condition you to worship the God, man, not question them. Just obey them regardless, and it's going to get more people killed. And then here's his roommate. I guess he got sent a text message from this psycho assassin right before he did it. And here's what the text message said, read by his roommate.
Dead shortly. So I just want to let you know that I love you guys both, and I wish it hadn't gone this way. I don't want to say anything more and implicate you in any way, because you guys don't know anything about this. But I love you guys, and I'm sorry for all the trouble this has caused. He was a loving, caring guy.
So loving, so caring.
Loved his family, loved his friends.
Loved everybody.
Loved God.
Except for Democrats. Super love God. Triple love God.
I don't know why he did what he did.
Don't you?
It's just, it's not Vance. No one will believe this.
I believe it. Believe it, motherfucker.
No one that grew up. He had lots of friends, trust me.
Oh, I'm sure he did. So kind.
I wish I could have been there to stop him.
Oh, I'm sure you would have.
Dead shortly.
So anyway, greasy dumpy loser as best friend. Shocker there. And the wife of a man suspected of killing a Democratic lawmaker and her husband was detained in a traffic stop after police discovered a weapon, ammunition cast, and passport in the trunk of his car. I guess they were trying to help him get away. I heard somebody say they captured him. They hadn't captured him before I went to the air tonight, so good. I'll update that on the next fucking show for you guys. And yes, so the shooter impersonated a police officer, killed 2 Democrats, had a hit list full of other higher profile Democrats, including Tim Walz, and was also planning to target abortion providers and pro-choice advocates. And you want us to believe he was pro-Democrat? Yes, this is the message that is going around. Like I told you guys, it's total information control. Conservatives feel morally obligated to lie, and they know they can get away with it because they have a complete blanket on the information that gets out there. So this is what they're doing, folks. They're trying to pretend like this guy was a Democrat, that he was a left-wing terrorist. New York Post, which is a right-wing rag. Minnesota gunman sought in deadly shooting of lawmaker. Her husband identified as former appointee of Tim Walz. That's right, Tim Walz appointed him. That means he's got a left-wing dickbag. Doesn't that what it means? Isn't that what it means? And this was a narrative that was going along on all the right-wing social media influencers' Twitter feeds. James Woods wants Tim Walz to resign because somehow, even though Tim Walz was on the hit list, he's responsible. Your violent rhetoric is costing too many lives. That's right, folks. How dare you get put on this guy's terrorist list? It's not conservatives' fault for this. It's your fault for almost getting murdered. 96,000 likes, folks, because these people don't care about anything. Here's Gunther Engelman, popular right-wing influencer. I'm calling on Tim Walz to resign in disgrace. He has long fostered a far-left extremist ideology in Minnesota, and now it's resulted in the death of a lawmaker. This cannot be allowed to continue. That's right. You don't have First Amendment free speech rights. How dare you get on a hit list? It's your fault. Hey, we know that Tim Walz is going to take this guy's advice. Any day now, Tim Walz is going to be like, I hereby resign in disgrace. I'm so sorry that a right-wing terrorist tried to kill me and killed a bunch of people. My bad, y'all. Definitely going to happen. This is reality these people are living in. And even senators are lying about this, folks. Mike Lee, U.S. Senator, this is what happens when Marxists don't get their way. Yeah, isn't he a Marxist? Isn't this right-wing, anti-trans Trump supporter, registered Republican? Evil Marxist, but look, folks, they know they have information control. The people correcting him, 27,000 likes. His post will get 100,000. The post of Engelman, 100,000. The post of James Wood, 100,000. All the corrections, 10, 15,000. So 10 times more people see the lie than the truth, and that's what they believe. It's a post-truth society. It's 1984 all the way, folks. And this is why our society is crumbling. Facts no longer matter. They have no place here. Even Elon Musk, the number one most subscribed to person on Twitter, 250 million subscribers, using his incredibly large subscriber base to push these lies. So Z says the left kills the CEO of United Healthcare. Actually, there's no evidence that Luigi was left wing. Now, Luigi's hot as shit. Yes, he's Murder Bay. Yes, we all love Luigi. But actually, Luigi was a little bit conservative. I hate to say it, folks. You actually look into what he was talking about. It wasn't real left wing anyway. Kills 2 Israeli ambassador staffers. Those are probably plants. That was just an insider job. That's just, fake as shit. Attempts twice to assassinate the president. Both people that did that were conservatives. We know that, so that's a lie. Doxes and attempts to murder federal ICE agents and police all week. They're literally the ones who are violating people's civil rights, so that's not true. And now kills Minnesota state representative and her husband. Injures a senator and his wife. Literally a Trump supporter did it. Wasn't the left wing at all. The left has become full-blown domestic terrorist organization, to which Elon Musk retweets. The far left is murderously violent. He knows this is a lie, folks, but he doesn't care because, like I said, total information control. His tweet on this will get seen 300,000 times, and that's all that matters, that the lie gets posted more than the fucking truth. They don't care. This is why his own AI bot says he is the biggest spreader of misinformation on the entire internet, because he is. And as I said, folks, they're trying to spin this to make it seem like this guy was some kind of loony lefty when nothing could be further from the truth, but it doesn't matter. They feel obligated to lie. Joe says, has a single Republican come forward to denounce the politically motivated and deadly shootings of lawmakers in Minnesota? To which Purge Mask fluffer Laura Loomer says, it was carried out by your No Kings radical leftist rioters, you dumb Democrat. Once again, it doesn't matter, folks. We'll be saying 1 trillion times. We cannot compete with the total information control. We cannot compete with the billionaires' money. And this kind of shit they're putting out, folks. Democrats trying to figure out how to blame Trump for a violent Democrat murdering another Democrat for voting against Democrats. It was literally a Republican, a Trump supporter. We don't need any kind of super conspiratorial math. It's a literally straight line. It's 1 degree of separation, but it doesn't matter, folks. 70,000 likes for this because it's how the game works. It is impossible to win when you don't have the support these people have, when you don't get the eyeballs these people have. How do you fight back against this? How do you fight back when YouTube sets their algorithm up specifically to reward these people? What do you do when Elon Musk uses the algorithm of Twitter to specifically signal boost for these people? What do you do when Facebook does the same thing? There's nothing you can do. That's why it all has to collapse, folks. And yeah, claims to be pro-life, kills 2 people. I wish you guys would pick a fucking lane. But always, the people of nothing, the people who aren't about shit, that is what conservatism is all about. And that is my coverage of the Democrat assassinations this week. Yep, flip the switch. Damn, that was quick. Always the way. Fake crime, bitch. Feel that butt hurt. Unfortunately, it's very effective. People are way, way more likely to believe in lies than they are in uncomfortable truths. I know that for fucking sure. The truth is hard, folks. A lot of people can't face it. And, all right, get your super chats in, folks. Moving right along. Got a quick religious bullshit tonight. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. And folks, you're not going to believe this. They finally caught one. This time it was a teacher, not a youth pastor. Oh my God. Basically the same thing though. Florida Christian school teacher busted in child sex ring. A Clay County teacher is in jail Thursday night accused of trying to meet a child for sex. Deputies arrested 35-year-old Joshua Dice on Wednesday. Hey, keep sending your kids to these Christian schools, you fucking idiots. It's the drag queens though. And then, hey, you guys hear about these Southern Baptists trying to end same-sex marriage? Because fuck us.
Would you like to see gay marriage illegal in the United States of America?
Yes.
Yeah. And so do you support the proposal that is going to be voted on here today to take similar steps that happened with Roe v. Wade to get rid of gay marriage in the United States of America?
I do support it.
And how would that...
I just hate gay marriage, y'all. Just the thought of 2 men dealing each other's booty holes and licking each other's ball sacks. It feels all funny and weird inside. I can't have that. Oh, hell no, y'all.
Change society if gay marriage was illegal?
I don't know it's going to change society at all if it's illegal. I mean, there are a lot of things that are illegal in this country that people still take part in.
Okay.
So,
me and all my red-blooded, heterosexual men friends, we all feel the same way. We all get together in my basement and talk about it every Friday night.
I don't know that it's going to change society very much. I don't think that legislating something is going to make changes in like that. It's a heart change in people, and that's what we as Southern Baptists need to be about, is leading people to change their heart, and not just their mind, but their heart.
Because it sure works, y'all.
Would you be offended if liberals got together and passed laws that made it illegal for a man and a woman to get married?
Would I be offended?
Yeah.
I would be offended by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like that would be taking away a right of yours?
I do.
Would you like to see gay marriage?
Yeah, but I'm okay with taking their rights away because it makes me feel funny down in my nether regions, y'all. Just can't have that. I don't even want to think about penises all the time, okay? Please stop making me think of penises all the time. I hate it. And then haters are going to say this is fake, y'all. God damn it. The life of a televangelist must be awesome. All you got to do is hire some idiot moonbat to pretend like you got magical power. So this guy apparently is so magical, even his napkins, even his snot-covered napkins that he drops, filled with the Holy Spirit. Don't touch it. Oh my God, you touched it. Hey, wait a minute. That guy touched it. Wait. I'm starting to think there's some bullshit because that guy just touched his napkin and didn't freak out, didn't get shocked. He was fine. Yet the next person who does it, totally real, 100% real, y'all. I believe now. And he's like, somebody else, come here. You, lady that I hired, come over here and touch this napkin. Oh my God, it's electric, y'all. It's electric. Good God, people are so dumb. What the F? And one more, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, cringe alert for those susceptible to cringe-induced injuries. Dude! Look, folks, just age gracefully. When you're 90, don't dress and act like you're fucking 20. It's pathetic. Case in point, this boomer who wants you guys to know, don't question all the horrible fascist shit that's going on, because everything that happens, everything, regardless of what it is God. Also, he's super cool and young.
All you anti-ICE people out there, I got a question for you.
How many of you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe he ever makes any mistakes?
Yes. Yes, people get raped, murdered, tortured all the time. There are shit tons of mistakes that happen in the world, right?
All right, then. Just consider the ICE agents as doing God's work. USA! Yeah!
Yeah! What's up, fellow kids? Don't all you fellow kids love the ICE? The ICE is so cool, fellow children. Aren't you guys rocking out to the new tunes like Vanilla Ice? So hip and cool. This guy with his Hilfiger shirt. Good God, y'all! And that is my religious bullshit for this evening. Yeah, that's methed up, man. Methed up for sure. Definitely don't do meth. Make you stay awake for 2 days. It's horrible. And, all right, moving right along, folks. What time is it? Damn, 10:20. Hell yeah, we roll right along. We got our Free Palestine. Holy shit, I can't even believe there's even more huge stuff that happened. We ain't even covered yet. About to get to it. Free Palestine. Got a big Free Palestine. Got a short beyond parody, and that's it, folks. So got about 20 minutes. But first, not all bad news. Depends on whose side you're on. Free Palestine! So, earlier this week, last week, the terrorist state of Israel decided to attack Iran out of nowhere. Yeah, hey, I guess it's fine when they do it. You can just attack people first, murder a bunch of people, send bombs, claim you're doing it preemptively, but yeah, that's just starting a war. Israel attacks nuclear program in Iran, drawing waves of missiles. Israel's ongoing attack on Iranian nuclear sites, generals and scientists killed 78 people and wounded more than 320 Friday. Iran's ambassador told the UN Security Council, but he said the overwhelming majority of victims were civilians. So, of course, Israel doing what they're doing. They're committing terrorism, acts of terrorism, out in the fucking light of day. It's different when they do it, baby. They're literally driving car bombs places and blowing them up, folks. Israel Mossad detonates 5 car bombs in different areas of Tehran. So, yes, straight up terrorism. There is no description of this that is not terrorism. If anybody did this in America, we would all recognize this as the terrorism it is. That's the only reason they're doing this. They're blowing up cars. They're killing civilians to terrorize the populace. Of course they are. Typical IDF terroristic bullshit. Which brings up the question Mehdi Hassan asked, does Iran have the right to defend himself? If Israel commits terrorist attacks in Iran, why doesn't Iran have the right to defend itself just like Israel does? Or is Israel the only country in the world that has the right to defend itself? Of course, we know the answer to this one. Israel are the God men. They can do whatever they want to do. We have to pay for it. We have to literally lay down and die for them. We have to pay for them to kill us if they want to, because they fucking rule us. And nobody can do what the God men do. But they fucked around to find out, folks. Iran, who has hypersonic missiles, holy shit, these things are fast. Now, most of them got blown down by the Iron Dome, but some of these motherfuckers got through. And folks, if you're into this kind of schadenfreude, here's the payback. Man, that's crazy. Look how fast these missiles are moving, y'all. Boom! So there's Israel getting bombed, y'all. Crazy to see. Getting a little bit of comeuppance, getting a little bit of what they're dishing out. Here's more videos. Iron Dome seems to be failing in certain places. It's not getting all the bombs. I wish it would rain down on me. Yeah, you know, I wish it would rain down over me. A little Phil Collins for you guys. Nailed it. And more videos feed into my veins. Not that I'm for this, y'all. Video showing an Iranian hypersonic missile striking a target in Gush Dan. And super fast. Boom! Like a lightning rod from God. Crazy ass footage, y'all. Revolution will be streamed live on the internet. More breaking, absolutely insane video showing an Iranian missile strike on Tel Aviv moments ago. And Thunderbolt! Wow, you been thunderstruck! Hell yeah! I mean, bad. I'm against this. This is horrible. We'll fuck around and find out. But of course, they're not too mad about it across the world because Israel is a pariah state. This is another country, one of their neighbors, playing the saxophone as the bombs drop in the distance. Little Kenny G, you go, boy. What footage, y'all? Hilarious. That went super viral. 183,000 likes. And then for more Schadenfreude, doesn't look quite like Gaza, but they're getting there. Aftermath of Iranian missile strike in Tel Aviv just minutes ago. And yet now you're getting a small taste, just a little bit, just a little bit, some crumbs of what you guys have fed the Palestinian people, the children. But couldn't have happened to a worst sack of terroristic shitbags. Don't do that. And Tel Aviv in the daytime, folks. Yep, here it is. Looking a little bit like Gaza, just a little bit. It's a start at least. It's a start. How you like them apples? And I don't know if this is true or not. I actually heard Trump say that he might change his mind, but apparently, obviously, Israel was trying to pull America into the Iranian war immediately. Because, of course, they are. They're just completely pathetic, right? They would be wiped off the face of the fucking map if it wasn't for the United States. We all know that. They only exist because they own us. And we are their attack dogs. They do their bidding. Well, it says that U.S. rejected Netanyahu's request to join the war directly. I don't know if this is true or not, but like, as always, I hate Donald Trump. I'm the last one to give him props, but if this is true, then, and if he actually stays to his word, which I don't believe at all, I believe he'll probably eventually acquiesce to Israel and join the war against Iran. However, let's say that he doesn't. Let's say we live in a bizarre world where he decides to stick to this and not join in on the war because he wants to be known as the peace president, the anti-war president. Then that would make him, on this issue at least, better than Joe Biden, in my opinion. Because Joe Biden just seemed like a dyed-in-the-wool Kool-Aid drinking cult member. He would have already been balls deep in this fucking war. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up, but that would be nice if that happened. But of course, immediately, Israel taking to social media to play the fucking victim because, of course, they are. They have no personality if it is not as a victim. Ilan Levy, I am safe and in my building's bomb shelter. This is the second time in a few hours we've run downstairs. Unlike lone Houthi missiles here, direct hits in Tel Aviv, you run down there. Hey, there's a real chance there's no home to return to. Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. This is just a tiny bit of just desserts. You're lucky you're not getting the full karma you deserve. Warmonger, getting a taste of your own medicine. Learn to love it, slut. And this is how it works, folks. Social media in a nutshell. Zionist social media in a nutshell. Vivid says, I see dozens of missiles above me. Going into the bomb shelter now. The full-blown war has officially begun. I'm so in danger, y'all. I'm so in danger. Only, reader added context, this X account is run by Ashutosh Shukula, an individual from India, because of course it is. Social media is all fake all the time. You literally have these imposters making an entire living pretending to be Zionist and shilling for terrorism because that's what gets rewarded in our society. And of course, always insufferable, they're having to flee Tel Aviv because they are the pariahs of the entire world. They're going to France, and of course, France hates you too. Everybody hates you because we all see you as the terrorist you are. And of course, they're completely insufferable. Here are the Israeli Zionists landing in Paris and just making total fucking asses of themselves in the airport immediately as they arrive. They're so chosen, aren't they? These fucking dickheads. God damn it. Everybody hates you. This isn't working. Of course, that's what they want, folks. They want people to hate them because they don't know who they are unless they're oppressed. They've been taught since they were little babies. They're the chosen people. They're supremacists. And because they're chosen, everybody hates them because they're so special. And this is how it manifests itself. Free Palestine. Hell yeah, crawl up in their ass. Unfortunately, America is completely occupied. Almost every senator took to the airwaves to suck Israel's balls after Iran defended themselves. Every one of these. Pray for Israel. Game on. Pray for Israel. God bless Israel. We love Israel. We do anything for Israel. We work for Israel. Israel's the best. Every one of them, folks. America is occupied. Controlled 100%. But yeah, you cannot be serious. Here are them playing the victim again. The official Israel Twitter account. A police officer pulled a baby from the rubble of the family's destroyed home. This is who Iran targets. Get the fuck out of my face. Really? Really? They're just trying to insult you on purpose. They're just trying to get your goat on purpose. They know how full of shit they are. As they genocide thousands and thousands of kids, as they turn all of Gaza into nothing but a rubble heap, you're gonna pretend like it's Iran who's somehow morally deficient. Just so fucking stupid. Nobody believes you. And then, folks, at least they're honest about it. Typical Zionists confronting Mamdani over there in Harlem and telling him the truth about his chances to win the New York mayorship and why he's going to lose.
You're going to lose the election because you do not support Israel enough.
You're going to lose the election because you don't support Israel enough, okay? Don't you understand? Israel are the chosen people. They're the God-man, okay? And you have to sell out your whole country to support Israel. And if you don't do that, you cannot run an American city for some reason, even though Israel should have nothing to do with America. Your loyalty has to lie with them, or you're going to lose.
You're going to lose the election because you do not support Israel enough.
So I'm not getting my hopes up, folks, but I heard the polls have tightened. And he is now neck and neck with Cuomo. Mamdani surges a new poll leading Cuomo for first time in New York mayor's race. Now, like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up. I do not have any faith in the people of New York. But holy God, New York, come on, come on. Show the world that you're not just a right-wing cesspool. Show the world that Mayor Adams was just a fluke. Show the world you can do the right thing. Come on. But we'll see. Like I said, not going to hold my breath. And I love this one too. These right-wing Zionist influencers go out to rallies and they try to instigate shit. And then they get the flack they're looking for. They get the instigation they're looking for. And then they immediately try to play the victim. Kick streamer Merk off Doperk shouts pro-ICE slogans, gets punched in the face, and then immediately starts crying, of course.
I love fascism! I love ICE! Deport them all! Are you bending over on me on a minor? Bro, on a minor? Why are you bending over on a minor? Do you touch kids, bitch? Do you touch kids, bitch?
No fascist USA!
Don't cry, bitch. You got exactly what you asked for. Here's that two-piece you ordered. Super size for you. And then a few heroes among us. This guy's a fucking legend. Yeah, fuck Israel. Fuck Israel. Made sure he got nicely in that shot, didn't he? Got his phone out. Make sure you record it. Hell yeah, getting on the other side. Make sure everybody knows it. The whole world hates you, Israel. You're a terrorist organization. Nobody likes you. And then one more God I love, Basim. Man, not only is he super handsome, you're gay, but a wordsmith unlike any I've seen before, maybe except for Mehdi Hassan. Here he is destroying this Zionist ghoul on the Piers Morgan show.
narcissistic psychopath. They love bomb you, and then when you make a single criticism about them, they go all flip like bad shit on you. Welcome, Habibi. Also, like Jonathan, like overuses the word anti-Semitism so much, it's like a used condom at this point. You know, completely stretched out, lost all its protection, and nobody wants to touch it anymore. Jonathan uses Hamas more like a crackhead uses excuses, right? Nobody believes you, Israel. Nobody believes you. Nobody likes you.
Nobody likes you.
No matter how much media covers for you, no matter how much politicians you buy to parrot your talking points, no matter how many fake influencer you hire to whitewash your face, no matter how many fake Indian-based accounts that tweets for you, no matter how many European models you bring in and you pay them so they can dance with the IDF uniform, right? That everybody can see you, everybody can smell your bullshit, right? You are like the neighbor who firebombs everybody's house and he's sad why he's not invited to a house party, right? You will win in the battlefield. You will get more land because America supports you. It's like supporting a rabid dog that shits on your lawns and eats your cats and bites everybody, and it's like, oh, he's just like you have a bad day. You will win, maybe, on the battlefield, but everybody knows who you are. A bunch of heartless, psychopathic, demonic assholes.
Yep, exactly. You're a fucking terrorist. We all see through you. You might win because you own our fucking country, because we're the suckers and losers who will support you regardless of what you do. But you're still fucking cowards. You're still completely dependent on us for everything. And that is my Free Palestine coverage tonight. Hopefully this does not lead to World War III. I'll keep you guys posted on it. Hell yeah. So good. Love this guy. He's the best. Eviscerated. Oh, he got the gift of gab for sure. Love that dude. And all right, folks, I got one more section. The show is almost over. We're not going to quite reach double overtime, but hey, we got fucking close. Last but not least, going to finish you guys off with a happy ending. Last chance to get super chats in. It's time for Beyond's Party. And you guys see this viral video? These fat tourists went into a museum, and even though this Van Gogh chair that's adorned with thousands of Swarovski crystals literally has a sign on it that says, "Do not sit on this. It is not for sitting, you idiots." Of course, nobody's around, and of course, there's no security cameras in a museum, you fucking morons. So they decided to sit on the chair anyway. Let's see how that goes. I read the chair was worth $50,000, and then I read that was a lie. It's only worth $5,000, and they restored it right after this. But still, he's like, "I'll just sit down on it." Not big. Yeah, that's what happens. That's why you don't sit on it. And then, of course, they get up and immediately waddle away with your fat ass. You might want to do some sit-ups, motherfucker. If you're looking for a sign, here's your waddling ass getting a sign. Eat a salad. And then, and beyond parody. Man, eject this right to my face. I love this one. So you got a whole group of people just clowning on the Department of Homeland Security because I guess someone put a rope. I don't even know what was on the rope. I had no idea what's going on here, but apparently some of the protesters put a rope up for something, and the Department of Homeland Security is very intent on cutting this rope down. But of course, they are feckless and useless at everything because they're the worst among us. And so here is 60 seconds of them getting mocked and ridiculed as they fail to cut a rope down.
Cut that rope, the whole flag's gonna come.
Get a smaller pair of scissors, bro. That one's too big, bro. That one's too big. Get a smaller one.
Fuck you, fascist! With that, cut it about an inch higher.
Cut it about an inch higher. Why do you cut it lower? It'd be way easier to cut it lower, you fucking idiots. Oh my God, they're so bad at anything. Cut it an inch higher.
Work that out.
Get some nail clippers. Get some nail clippers. That'll work better. SPD in a nutshell. He's struggling. He can't figure it out.
Can't do anything right.
Oh, he's got to get a real
got a knife. Got a knife.
There he goes.
Still
there
can't
he
do
goes.
it.
There he goes. Don't get your buddy in the head, bro. Don't get your buddy in the head.
We're unarmed. Yeah, don't cut him up. We're gonna have to pay for his medical bills.
He still can't do it. He still can't do
There's
it.
a wire.
He still can't do it. Look at him. Look at him. He can't do it. He cannot.
Cut
Oh, shit. Hilarious. I love it. Give them the business. That's what I want to see. Mock these motherfuckers into extinction. And that. Did you guys see this one? I actually thought this was kind of funny. So here is Marjorie Trader Queen gonna tell somebody that this situation is not a laughing matter, while she herself is the one laughing. You can't make this shit up.
Governor Hochul, you stated that you're a proud registered Democrat.
Yes, I did. Is that illegal now, too, in your country?
Governor Hochul, this is not a laughing matter.
Then why are you laughing, bitch? You the one laughing. Don't fucking tell her it's not a laughing matter when she ain't even laughing. You are. Good God, dude. Come on. Pretty funny, though. And last but not least, on tonight's show, I got one more Beyond Parody, and it's a going, folks. So, ex-gays had a rally in California, y'all, and they all got up on stage, one after the other, to profess how amazingly heterosexual they are now. So let's tune in to the ex-gay rally and just bask in the alpha male heterosexuality of these clearly very ungay straight men.
And we've been married for almost 19 years, have 4 children. Yeah. It's incredible.
It's incredible
what God has done in my life.
I'm super straight,
and
y'all.
So, we are
all these
here standing
kids
on the Capitol steps, not because we want to be political.
I don't be political. I'm totally straight.
For their gay son.
That's right, y'all.
Considered a fraudulent business transaction.
I love vagina.
Anyone in the state were to purchase the book.
Titties, guys. All the titties.
Church United, with our network of. I always wanted a family. He
always wanted a family, y'all.
And you go, well, I'm looking for counter.
She definitely doesn't want to lick poo-tang anymore, guys. She's totally straight. All the straights, God. Look at these. Clearly not lesbians. Oh, my God. So this is, I shit you not, folks. I shit you not. This is a person who is detransitioning, I guess, and now claims they're a completely straight heterosexual male. Okay.
Surgeries, and even after pain. I know my Father in heaven is proud to see that I continue to go through the harassment. I live in California, so they're all
just
for
one
the
of the
LGBT
guys.
Push.
It's another one of us boys hanging out watching sports ball and drinking beers on Sunday. What else we got? This guy, he's drinking that water like semen. And what else we got? Gay. You're all gay. You're all super gay. Yeah, you're gay.
Documentary needed to be made. I am in the 3rd year of producing a documentary called The Freedom Project, and I have traveled the world to find out the true definition of conversion therapy, only to find out that there are counselors around the world that
it totally works, guys. Conversion therapy totally works. We're all completely heterosexual now. Oh my God, I can't wait to nail that pussy.
Began to shift. And as the Lord showed me that I could actually walk in purity, that I could follow him in the ways that
I could stop smoking dick.
The things that were
I no longer want the penis.
Thank God I wasn't successful.
Oh my God, thank you for making me so straight. Anyway, Beyond Parody, these motherfuckers. You guys gay as shit. Just suck a dick. Holy God, you feel so much better, but whatever. Whatever you got to do to get through the day. And that is my Beyond Parody for this week. And my show, we did it. Almost 3 hours. Might be close to 3 hours by the time we're done. So, hell yeah. Folks, if you bail out, do me a favor, hit the like button. Do me a bigger favor. Leave a comment and hit the enter button and just leave a comment. That helps the algorithm. Thumbs up help them. Sharing the videos, all that helps the algorithm. Like, I am shadow banned like a motherfucker. That's one of the reasons I'm so unpopular. It's mostly my personality is bad. But also shadow banning. So help me out. And more importantly, please go sign up to my Patreon. Support the show so I can continue to do this because I work very hard on the show. And I want to continue entertaining you guys for many years to come. So if you like it, please chip in. And also, you immediately, right now, you get your ticket to the after party night. It starts here, and it goes down to here. It's the show after the show happening right now after I read these super chats. So plenty of time to get your ticket if you want to, if you're able to. Thank you in advance. BBC, $20. What? BBC. Coolest dude I've ever met. One of them, definitely one of them. I love you, BBC. Good to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well as always. Thank you. Jason asked you one ticket. That's the way you do, Jason. More hyper missiles are getting through than said. Hey, I believe it. I hear they're death toll is rising. Fuck around and find out. Also, as Israel ties the shooter. Oh, shocker. Really? Who could have possibly seen that coming, Fruit Bats? Amy G, $5. I hate that motherfucker. Love you, does it? That's great live. Hey, I love you. Thanks for supporting the show, Amy G. For the kitty, says wave of mutilation. All right, I guess I read them all. That's it, folks. And all right, hey, thank you for everybody donating tonight. I appreciate you. We didn't hit our nut tonight, but what you gonna do? I guess it's a Sunday show. I'll try to just get by. But hey, still plenty. If you're watching the replay, feel free to help me out on Patreon. Help me hit my nut. I appreciate you. Have I seen Andor Season 2? Of course, we already talked about that. And we'll be talking about the latest stuff I watched on tonight's after party. So tune in. And all right, folks, gonna get the fuck out of here and go to the after party. Let me play a song. This is Bathe in Your Blood, an original song by Dusty Smith, available on my YouTube. After party coming up. The rest of you I will see probably Wednesday. I probably won't do a show tomorrow. It depends. If a bunch of shit happens overnight, I might do a show tomorrow. But probably not. I'll probably have to wait till Wednesday. BBC, $100 what? At the buzzer. Fuck yeah, BBC. Help me hit my nut. Thank you. You fucking rock, BBC. Everybody super love the BBC.
A fraction of your fortune before the world
is
not many haves, but so many
Farrell
have
here?
nots. The lot have few, while
Andy,
the
I'll
few
get him next
have
time.
lots.
Thank you, BBC. You rock.
Do you think you can take?
Love the show, you guys. I'll see you probably Wednesday. The rest of you, everybody coming up. Good night, everybody. Wow.
Cause I want to bathe in your blood. Wash away all this blood. Kept us in the dirt longer than you should. Addition through subtracting, one less should. So now we wanna bathe in your blood. You feast on wealth while the rest decay.
Hey, BBC gave me 100 twice?
Where the body
He did. Gave me 200? What? Is that true? Holy shit, BBC. That is super generous.
You raise your glass, we raise the blade. You'll choke on the world you've overplayed. No throne too high, no wall too wide.
I don't know. Maybe it's just showing up twice. I don't know. It's all good either way. Very generous either way. Make a video, Peter. Let's hear it. So now we wanna bathe in your blood. No mercy left, the tide will rise. Your wealth will burn beneath the skies. The have-nots scream, the reckoning starts. We'll tear your world apart. Play for the lies you stole. Scream as you lose control. The walls are breaking, the flood runs deep. Your time has come, eternal slave. Wash away all this mud, all this mud. Kept us in the dirt longer than you should, than you should. Addition through subtracting, one less should, one less should. So now we wanna bathe in your blood. Bathe in your blood. No throne to rule, no crown to claim. Your empire lost, consumed by flame. The flood has come, misunderstood, and now we bathe in your blood. Switch over now, motherfuckers. Good night, y'all.